Then in the second, Andy Pages led off the inning with the blast.
Andy Pages will lead off. Conforto and Outman to follow, 6, 7, and 8. In the Dodger order against right-hander Gunnar Hoagland. First pitch, hammered down the left field side. It is gone. That's a home run. Andy Pages, he just ambushed Hoagland on the first pitch. Home run number 7 for Pages. It's 2-0.
Solo home run for Pages. Dodgers 2-0 lead over the Athletics, who came back with 2 runs in the third, 1 in the fourth. They actually took a 3-2 lead. In the fifth, though, the Dodgers tied it up thanks to Haesong.
0-1 pitch. Swung on and well hit to right field. This ball heading back toward the wall. It's gone. It is gone. It's the first Major League home run for Haesong Kim. And the Dodgers have tied it up 3-3 as Kim goes deep into the pavilion.
Somebody give him the baseball. First home run of his big league career for Haesong Kim. That's the top-tier play of the game, brought to you by Arco. Quality top-tier gas for less. Dodgers and Athletics tied at 3. In the 6th, Dodgers took the lead with an RBI single from Miguel Rojas, up 4-3. Then in the 8th, the Athletics walked Shohei Ohtani to get to Mookie Betts, who made him pay with the 2-run double. Max Muncy then followed up with a 3-run home run. Dodgers, with 5 in the inning, took a 9-3 lead. They go on to win by that same final score. Yoshi Yamamoto to win his 5th of the season. Dodgers improved to 28-15 on the season. They remain a half game up on the Padres in the NL West. And tonight, the rubber game of this 3-game series, Matt Sauer on the mound for the Dodgers. It is a bullpen game. A sellout crowd expected on this Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. First pitch is 7:10. And with more, we head out to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth as we welcome in Tim Neverett and Jose Mota. Guys.
Thank you, Tim. It's a gorgeous evening at Dodger Stadium. What else is new? As the Dodgers get set to take on the Athletics for the 3rd and final game of this series. It is the rubber match as the Dodgers and A's have split the first 2. Dodgers winning 9-3 last night. Really got the bats going, especially late, putting up 5 runs in the 8th inning to put the game away. Max Muncy with his 2nd home run of the year. Shohei Ohtani, Andy Pages, and Haesong Kim had his first Major League home run last night. Today it's a bullpen game for the Dodgers. Matt Sauer will come out first. He'll start, making his 5th appearance and his first since the 11th in Arizona. He's 1-0 with a 1.54 earned run average. And on the other side, it's Osvaldo Bido. Bido is 2-3 with a 4.75 earned run average, making his 9th start. And Jose, it took a little bit last night after Ohtani's first inning home run, but the Dodgers finally got the offense going. They had 3 leadoff home runs in the game, with Pages and Kim doing the same.
Yeah, part of the formula was the Dodgers controlled the strike zone quite well yesterday. They had base runners in 7 out of the 8 innings, and they only struck out, 7 times. They had 6 walks, so there was pretty much a combination of putting pressure on the A's all throughout the evening, having some good at-bats, utilizing the other part of the field quite well. 3 for 7 momentum scoring position. You mentioned Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Muncy, and Pages, 8 hits, 7 RBI. I think if that formula, and then with the guy on the bottom that was so good yesterday in Kim, that'll work.
Tonight is a big night for the Dodgers organization. It's a big night for a young man named Dalton Rushing, making his Major League debut. He'll make his first Major League start behind the plate tonight. It is just, it's always a big night for an organization when the number 1 prospect gets called up and gets to play.
Gets to play and earns it. That's one thing. This guy was not just brought up because he's got a name or reputation or he's a first rounder or second rounder. He is a guy that went down there and 264 career games in the minors. 277 average, 54 home runs, 55 doubles, 185 RBI, 412 on base, 519 slugging, 931 OPS, and that tells you, number 1, he's a hard contact guy, has great understanding of the strike zone. We're just talking about spring training. He went 2 for 10, played in 13 games. He walked 9 times, so his on-base percentage in spring training was .619. And I'm just happy to see, in talking to him yesterday and throughout pretty much this season, his understanding of his responsibilities of being a guy that takes care of the pitchers and communication and learns how how to call a game and understands what sequences, as Dave Roberts was saying today about watching the game last night and these tendencies on the ace hitter. So he takes a lot of pride, number one, in the catching part, but the hitting will be there slowly but surely because he does know the zone quite well.
He took some at-bats at first base in AAA this year, only one in left field. He had one game in left field, but he played a bunch of games at first base, mostly behind the plate. Dave Roberts telling us yesterday and a little bit today that he's going to catch here, and he's going to catch twice a week. He's going to do all the off-game work, and they're not going to have Will Smith catch 3 games in a row now, and Dalton Rushing is going to get plenty of time.
It's 2 consecutive years where Will has been banged up at the end of the season. Remember, the previous year was the rib, which nobody knew about until after the season, and then last season went slide at second base with the ankle. So it's not just manage him. You know that Will wants to catch every day. Will caught every single inning this past postseason too, and certainly you want as fresh as possible, especially with a bat coming up here for a long season.
And a milestone game for Freddie Freeman as he plays in his 500th game as a Los Angeles Dodger tonight. Osvaldo Bido for the A's, and Matt Sauer starts a bullpen game for the Dodgers. First pitch lineup's not too far away, Tim.
All right, as we're counting down to first pitch, Dodger fans, get your game day meal on Shakey's Pizza Parlor. Order your Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojos on Shakey's.com. Coming up on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck, you're going to hear from not one but 2 managers. Dave Roberts, Mark Kotsay, manager of the Dodgers, manager of the Athletics. We'll check in with David Bassett. We'll break down this pitching matchup. But up next, your Ohtani Rewind, and we'll visit with Sportsnet LA's Kirsten Watson. That's all coming up as we lead you up to Dodgers and Athletics on this Thursday night. It's Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. First pitch is 7:10. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
It never ends. Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Our California teams prepare to win with a great game plan, and so can you. Empower yourself and your family. Get connected, start the conversation about aging, and find helpful resources at aging.ca.gov. That's aging.ca.gov.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
Great news, Dodger fans. Uber Eats is available at Dodger Stadium. That means you never have to miss a single pitch, run, or out. Skip the long concession lines and order your favorite stadium eats right from your seat. Just scan the Uber Eats QR code or open the app, place your order, and we'll let you know when it's ready for pickup. It's fast, easy, and keeps you in the game, not in line. So go ahead, order now, and enjoy every moment of Dodgers baseball.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today.
Deep center field. This ball's back. This ball's gone. A home run for Ohtani.
It's the ultimate crosstown rivalry showdown. The Freeway Series featuring your Dodgers and the Angels kicks off Friday, May 16th at 7:10 p.m. Be there for Game 1 and stay after the game for a spectacular drone show. The battle continues with Game 2 Saturday and Game 3 on Sunday, May 18th. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions for tickets and more information. This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on Deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Athletics. Matt Sauer, Osvaldo Bido, the pitching matchup. First pitch from the Ravine. Set for 7:10.
This is the Ohtani Rewind.
Went to Ole Miss and was drafted in the first round again. This ball swung on and hammered deep to right field. See ya. That ball's gone. Ohtani with his 13th home run of the year. That didn't take very long. 3 pitches into the game, and the Dodgers have a 1-0 lead. 3-1, a little tapper toward the third baseman, and Duhar rushes, one hands. He's late at first. That's a base hit for Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani, 2 for 4, a home run, 2 runs scored, and an RBI last night. Oh, don't look now, but Shohei Ohtani leads the majors in runs scored with 46.
This is Kirsten's Corner with Kirsten Watson.
And Kirsten now joins us, brought to you by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 877 for Kids right now. Friendly agents standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with the K to donate your car today. All right, two big things happening at the stadium tonight. Bobblehead night. The 50-50 Shohei bobblehead is tonight, and I know there's a buzz.
There is. It's honestly packed on the field right now. It's like what? It's the A series. I thought it was Wednesday all day today, but it's a Thursday night. And so you can feel the energy already. Fans are here. I will say fans did listen, though, to the note that every single ticketed fan is going to get a bobblehead. So there wasn't lines down down Stadium Drive, but it was definitely packed. So people are already inside. You can feel the energy. Also, just from the excitement of last night, the win, a lot of home runs. So we'll see. Usually on the bobblehead night, to be fair, it didn't happen on Mookie's bobblehead night, but usually you might see a home run. Maybe it's 50-50 bobblehead tonight. Maybe we see a stolen base and a home run. He seemed to love doing that last year whenever it was a big moment. So we'll see what happens.
Also, besides the bobblehead, the major league debut, Kirsten, of Dalton Rushing.
Oh, yeah, it's Dalton times now. And when it comes to him, he is someone, he's so excited, first of all. Just for him to finally get this opportunity, Dave Roberts talked about it yesterday. He's going to get some runway. When you look at kind of who he's catching for today, it's going to be a bullpen game, and Matt Sauer's going to have the start. And he's got familiarity with him. So whether it's him, whether it's Justin Robleski, who's been called up today, so he's going to be seeing some arms that he's very familiar. And so that adds to the comfortability. That wasn't the intention when Dave Roberts put him behind the plate today. He wanted to give Will Smith a day off, so he's not playing 3 in a row, or having just played 3 in a row. So for that case, that was kind of what the thought process was. But for Dalton, yesterday he was sitting with Dave Roberts and Bob every time Yoshinobu was on the mound, and when Will Smith was catching, he was taking in so much information, whether it was the signs, the situation, the game calling, all of the different things, and that was something that he actually took the initiative of doing. It wasn't something that the coaches asked him to do. And so Dave Roberts, was just really pleased with that. It kind of shows the maturity and who he is and the type of competitor he is. He wants to go out there and do a good job, and so he's just soaking up so much information. But he's ready. He's going to have a lot of friends and family here today to support him making his Major League debut, and it's his time now, so everyone's very excited for him.
It's going to be an exciting night. You can already hear the buzz as we lead you up to first pitch. Thank you, Kirsten. Still to come here on Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. We'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. David Vassegh goes one-on-one with one of the great guys in baseball, Athletics manager Mark Kotsay. But up next, we'll get you an injury report, and we'll hear from Dodger manager Dave Roberts. It's the Dodgers and Athletics first pitch at 7:10 on Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, it's David Vassegh. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
When it comes to personal injury, Jacoby & Myers knocks it out of the park. And with a winning record of more than $2 billion in settlements, Jacoby & Myers is California's MVP. If you've been injured, don't settle for less than the firm voted the #1 personal injury firm 5 years in a row. Get the justice you deserve with Jacoby & Myers. Call 1-800-5-MILLION for a free consultation today, and let the big league lawyers fight for you. Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's time for Dodgers baseball with Tito's handmade vodka, which means it's time to grab an ice-cold Tito's and lemonade and cheer on our boys with a cocktail that bats 1,000. This season, paint the town blue with Tito's, America's favorite vodka for America's favorite pastime. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck continues on this Thursday night as we lead up to first pitch. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, a grand slam for good times. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
This is the LA Dodgers Injury Report.
Presented by UCLA Health, the official medical partner of your Los Angeles Dodgers. Evan Phillips on the IL, Teoscar Hernandez, Tommy Edman looking to come off the IL. Looks like next week now. Tyler Glasnow on the IL. Blake Snell throwing. You heard from David Vaz say that update yesterday. That is good news. Michael Kopech on a rehab assignment in Oklahoma City. Brusdar Graterol on the 60-day IL. Clayton Kershaw just getting closer and closer. 2 days away when he makes his return off the IL. Let's head back out to Dodger Stadium and check in with the Dodger skipper.
Anything else for Dave?
Dave, do you think...
Other questions for Dave?
Dave, can you just describe...
Dave, can you talk about the pressure?
In the dugout with Dave Roberts.
I think there's some of that, but I think right now I feel good with Will not catching 3 in a row. So I think that's more the kind of the genesis behind it, but it certainly helps that, you know, Dalton's going to be catching guys that he's familiar with.
Now here, is the hope that potentially him and Matt, just considering they're both built up, can take down the entirety of this game?
We'll see. You know, Justin, I just, you know, getting him here, I think around the guys, the coaches, I think is a good thing. And so I don't know what particular role he'll play tonight. So we'll kind of read and react on how, you know, Sauer does.
Last guy was throwing again today off the flat ground. Is he getting any closer to getting off the mound?
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to be, but from what I hear, that the catch play, the flat ground stuff has been good, but I'm not sure when he's going to get on the mound, though.
Where is your pitching staff at this point, after today? Do you guys in a good spot to just go back to a traditional 5-man rotation without Sasaki in the mix right now?
Well, I think so. You know, if we look out to the next series, it's Dustin, you know, it's May, and then it's Kirsch, and then it's Gonsolin. And then so, you know, for the next, you know, few days, and we'll see how it goes with Sauer going forward, and obviously with Landon. But I think we're in a good spot, but it's still going to be time, obviously, with, you know, Blake Snell and Glasnow, you know, a little bit behind.
All right, there's Dave Roberts giving an update on some of the Dodger pitchers on the IL and what the plan is moving forward with this rotation with a couple of holes now. Roki Sasaki, well, should have been his start tonight. Instead, Matt Sauer gets to start in a bullpen game. Dodgers Baseball is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your car? Call 877-CARS for Kids right now. It's friendly agent standing by. That's Cars with a K. Donate your car today. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check in with David Vassay. So we lead you up to first pitch on this Thursday night. Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. Dodgers Athletics. I'm Tim Cates. This is the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Tonight's big-time California baseball is brought to you by StrengthenYourHouse.com. Earthquakes in California are real, but the damage doesn't have to be. Learn how to protect your home at StrengthenYourHouse.com. Get prepared. Worry less.
Your health is our priority at LA Care Health Plan. You may be eligible for free Medi-Cal coverage if you meet income requirements. Connect with us today to see if you qualify. We speak multiple languages, including Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, and more. Visit lacare.org/Medi-Cal today.
Summer days are fast approaching, and that means more time on the grill. And great grilling starts with Hoffy. Like the boys in blue, Hoffy has an MVP lineup with premium beef franks and bacon-wrapped hot dogs, the perfect start to making your L.A. dog.
Hoffy uses only top-quality ingredients with premium-quality beef for a great hot dog. You can taste it. Visit HoffyBrand.com to find your Cravelicious hot dogs. With Hoffy, you'll be ready for anything. Hoffy.
Local, original, great. Memorial Day weekend marks the start of summer. That means more time in your car, family vacations, trips to the beach, baseball games to see your favorite championship team. Hi, this is Tim Cates. Is your car or truck ready for more time on the road? Get to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Make sure your vehicle is running at peak performance. Home of the 15-minute oil change. With locations throughout Southern California, find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
I can live my dreams.
I can rewrite my story.
I can create a future I look forward to.
When you enroll at a California community college, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. Whether you want to transfer to a four-year university or earn an associate degree, financial aid and hundreds of career programs are here to help make it all happen.
I can do this.
It's time to take control of your future. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Runners go. This ball's drilled to left. It is headed back to the wall. It is gone. It is gone.
Celebrate the boys in blue at Dodger Stadium for Filipino Heritage Night on Tuesday, June 3rd versus the New York Mets. Purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Filipino Heritage Night jersey. Experience Filipino culture, live music, and performances in Centerfield Plaza. Don't miss out on a night of celebration. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers Athletics, Matt Sauer, the opener for the Dodgers on Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night. First pitch in the Ravine coming up at 7:10.
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on Deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Bassett.
All right, DV, last night the Dodgers offense erupted after being held to just one run the night before. And last night, late in the game, Mookie Betts showed a lot of emotion after that two-run double.
Yeah, how about that? Mark Kotsay, who's going to join us later in the show, decided to walk Shohei Ohtani with first base open in the 8th inning of last night's game in a one-run ball game with runners at first and second, and Mookie Betts made him pay. And our guy, Rick Krajewski, next door, actually had a great note in those situations over the course of the last 2 years. Mookie Betts is 3 for 4 with 7 RBIs, including that two-run double. After last night's game, we caught up with Mookie on the field. The emotions had cooled down, but the competitive spirit was certainly still there.
I mean, you know, there's only so many moments you're going to get. You know, we only play the game for so long, and so coming up in a situation like that, you know, the opportunities I'm blessed for, especially batting behind Shohei. There's so many. But anytime you can come through and help the guys win, I mean, it's always fun.
Yeah, that was a big hit for Mookie, who has not been swinging the bat that badly, but certainly, you know, it's weird. Mookie always needs to be reminded how good he is, and I think he reminded himself in the 8th inning last night.
David is driven by Ford. If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with the Ford F-150 gas hybrid all-electric tough. This mark can only be called F-150. Smart. What are the Dodgers going to do with this decision coming up, Dave? It's lingering here with Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernandez possibly coming back. Ha-Seong Kim. What's the smart decision to make here as far as roster spots?
Well, both those guys will return next week, whether it's by the end of this homestand or when the Dodgers head out to the East Coast
for their 6-game road trip. And to James Outman, who's starting again tonight, is likely the first one to be sent out. But then after that, the Dodgers still have to debate the pros and cons of sending Hae-Sung Kim down to the minor leagues or keeping him on the bench. There's going to be opportunities for him, and you never know what can happen with players, whether or not they got nagging injuries. So, you know, I feel like today I was convinced. Yesterday I was all in on sending him down and having regular at-bats, but I was convinced today that there would be plenty of opportunities for him to play here. And I noticed on Chris Taylor's left leg, he still had that heavy knee brace on it. So that front leg has been barking for quite some time. We'll see whether or not Chris Taylor plays through it whenever the time comes to make that decision.
Well, if the legs are barking, IL is coming. Dalton Rushing, speaking of coming, he's come on up to the big leagues, David. He's making his debut. You can hear the buzz at Dodger Stadium right now.
That's not the buzz. That's the sound of thunder off his bat during batting practice, Tim. It was electric. I mean, it was one of those batting practices sessions that you stop and watch. I mean, I was talking to actually the strength trainer, Jonathan Erb, who caught Ohtani's home run ball in Miami while Rushing was taking BP, and I said, hold on, let me watch this. Because Rushing was hitting home runs halfway up the right field pavilion. It's going to be interesting tonight to see how he handles, 4 or 5 different pitchers. There's a lot of game planning to process, but I can't wait to see him hit tonight and see whether or not that batting practice translates to tonight's game.
It's going to be fun, no doubt about it. Time now for the Dodger Derby, brought to you by Santa Anita, where Dave and I pick races. We're looking at tomorrow, Friday's first race, 6 furlongs, currently only a 5-horse race. Who do you like, DV?
Wow, only 5, huh? Well, I'm going with, since it is Ohtani 50-50 night, Belly Up, the number 3 horse.
All right, I'll go with the 2-horse, Carver. Carver, the 2-horse. Good luck to you, Dave. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Celebrate 90 years of horse racing at Santa Anita every Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts. You got the Mother's Day dining that was last weekend. That was a big treat for everybody. And now they got all the events happening every weekend, including free Fridays with drink specials. That's tomorrow. Go to santaanita.com/events. Coming up here on Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. We've heard from one manager, Dave Roberts. Coming up, you're going to hear from Mark Kotsay, Athletics manager. But up next, your Dodgers magical moment. Dodgers Athletics, first pitch is 7:10. I'm Tim Case, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. Explore our full lineup of vehicles. Compare features side by side. Search our available inventory. You can even find the best local offers. Everything you need is just a few clicks away on Toyota.com. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Universal Studios Hollywood proudly presents Universal Fan Fest Nights, an immersive fan experience in the worlds you love.
Really? Which worlds?
Your favorite fandoms like
Star Trek,
all aboard the USS Enterprise,
Back to the Future,
Hill Valley awaits your
Dungeons and Dragons,
Waterdeep is open for business.
Yeah!
Hello? Really go to the worlds you love, like Star Trek, Back to the Future, Dungeons and Dragons, and more, all in one place. Every event night at Universal Fan Fest Nights. Select nights starting April 25th at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers Athletics, Matt Sauer, your opener. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It's magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, we go back to 1988, the World Series between the Dodgers and the A's. We go to Oakland, California, Thursday night, October 20th. 5:40 first pitch. Oral Hershiser towing the rubber, going up against Storm Davis. Not a cloud in the sky, though, that night, as the Dodgers were up 5-2, going to the bottom of the ninth inning with Oral Hershiser still on the mound.
And Tony Phillips had to count 3-0. Hershiser has come back. He has it 3-2. The fans now getting on their feet. Dempsey wigwags the sign out. Hershiser winds, and the 3-2 pitch struck him out! It's over! The Dodgers are the world champions! The Dodgers swarm the field. Oral Hershiser reached back and he picked up as much as he possibly could, whatever strength that he had. And Hershiser strikes out Tony Phillips after going 3 balls and no strikes. The Dodgers on the field. The press is there. They're the world champions of the world. And what a year.
The late, great Don Drysdale on the call. Dodgers beat the A's 5-2. Oral Hershiser jumping into the arms of Rick Dempsey. Oral Hershiser that night, a complete game, allowed only 4 hits, 2 runs, and struck out 9 in the World Series win for your Dodgers back in 1988. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll check back in with Jose Mota, who leads up to first pitch on this Thursday night. Shohei Ohtani, 50-50 bobblehead night. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Dodger fans, the 2025 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the blue heaven-on-earth action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. Now, whether you're buying or selling tickets to Dodger games or to any other live event in LA, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
More than ever, you need a friend in the auto business, and Galpin Ford has been that friend for 8 decades and counting, helping families throughout Southern California find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. And it starts with the Bachman family, who have built a culture centered around you, the customer. That approach made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery. Shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at Galpin.com.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
Thank you guys for painting such a beautiful picture, man. I was able to watch that game in my hand.
Loose on the track. LA, we've been dominating this game a while.
Big brother energy.
When you want to talk Los Angeles sports,
LA is lucky to have AM 570.
You come here. From Dan Patrick and Colin Cowherd.
Legends of the game in every way possible.
To Rogan and Rodney and Petros and Money.
Who is going to compete with that?
You keep this going with your passion.
This city is different.
Nobody does LA sports.
It's Los Angeles.
Like AM 570 LA Sports. This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
Dodgers Athletics final game of this 3-game set. The homestand will continue, though, with the Anaheim Angels coming to town over the weekend. Matt Sauer, your opener in a bullpen game. First pitch coming up at 7:10. We head back out to the booth, though. David Vassay standing by with Jose Mota. Guys.
Not many people know this, Tim Cates, but our very own Jose Mota is a proud Cal State Fullerton Titan. So is Oakland Athletics manager Mark Kotsay, now just the Athletics.
Former closer, also with the Titans.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Don't know if you realize this, but Mark Kotsay is going to join us coming up here in a couple of minutes. And I asked him what or who is on his Mount Rushmore at Cal State Fullerton Titans outside of Augie Garrido. Spoiler alert. Neither you or Colin Yee are on that Mount Rushmore, Jose.
Colin, we're done. We don't like Cots anymore.
Who's on your Cal State Fullerton Mount Rushmore outside of Augie?
Augie Garrido. I got to go Tim Wallach.
Tim Wallach's got to be there.
Sure.
79 Silver Spikes winner.
Tim Wallach. Probably Bob Caffrey, because then Caffrey came in, our catcher in 1984, and broke Wallach's home run record. Hit 28 home runs.
Wallach never told me that.
28 home runs. And he was the team quarterback, by the way, too.
Wow, okay. I didn't even know they had football there.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one.
He had Mark. Spoiler alert: Kotsay had Justin Turner at the very top of his Mount Rushmore.
They're buddies.
Yeah. Okay.
They're buddies.
All right.
That's all.
Mark Kotsay, did you ever think he would be a manager?
I knew he was going to be a coach. A manager, no. But when he became a coach, I'm like, Kotz, wait a minute. Everybody says that you're more than just a coach and many staff. And he's like, yep. I go, you're going to be a manager, huh? And he's like,
yeah.
Now that I have the taste of it, yeah, why not? But he went through the ranks. So he was an advisor, then he became a coach, became a hitting coach. But, man, he was one of those guys, though, like a catcher. He was managing while he was playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, very smart guy, very detailed. Had a chance to catch up with him today a lot. And, boy, he
great Ricky Henderson T-shirt he had on today.
Yeah, he did. And, I mean, he confirmed what we talked about. He goes, I want my guys to get on base by not taking pitches. I want my guys to get on base by hitting the baseball.
Like Jacob Wilson.
He said, just hit the baseball and get on base that way. I don't care about any other stat about pitches per player appearance. I don't care about any of that stuff. I want my guys to know that if they see something, I want them to swing. And by the way, last night, 3-0. Yamamoto throws a lot of strikes. He goes, you think I'm going to let somebody take a 3-0 fastball right down the middle with Yamamoto? No. Green light, swing the bat.
Is that a philosophical change? Because we all know about Moneyball, Billy Bean, all that. Take pitches, walk. Is that a change in direction with the way the A's play baseball now?
Somehow, yes. David Force is a really good baseball man. And even though he's part of the Billy Bean tree, I would say. But he's always had a good feel for players. And even the coaches, all former players. And he's like, I want my guys to relate every word that comes out of their mouths is because they experienced it, they lived it, they failed, and I want my guys to know that they're going to fail sometimes, but the guys coaching them also fail. So to me, the communication becomes a little bit better, especially with a young team. And he's pointing out to every single position. He goes 23, 26, 24, 20, and I'm like, man, you know your team quite well. He does.
He loves taking on that identity of being scrappy and gritty. No matter where the A's have been, whether it's Oakland, Sacramento, they've always been a gritty type of franchise, and Kotsay seems to really embrace that.
They embrace that. I think the players also have told me that it's a lot easier to play the game that way because nobody's saying, hey, by the way, we brought you here because we want you to turn on 2-0 and drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's like, no, put your best swing out there and just become the best player you can become. And I think guys can relate to that instead of you showing them a sheet and a spray chart and saying, this is what we think you can become. It's more like, whatever you can become, we're going to get out of you somehow. And I think it starts that way.
All right, Jose, before Cal State Fullerton, Mark Kotsay grew up in the shadow of Dodger Stadium in Santa Fe Springs and Pico Rivera.
Great story. The father, a motorcycle cop, LAPD. And they're just a great family that has a great grip on community, too.
No doubt. Thanks a lot for sharing all that, Jose. We'll check back in with you and Tim Neverett before first pitch, the finale of this 3-game series between the Dodgers and A's. Dalton Rushing making his first major league start. Tim, we'll send it back to you.
All right, that's been Titan Talk, brought to you by your California Community College. Yes, education is important. Start your future at a California Community College. Financial aid's available to help you with tuition, books, and sometimes, even the rent. It's time to take that next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll get you a preview of this pitching matchup. Jose will be back with Tim, as DV alluded to, with the keys to the game. But up next, Tim and Vassay goes one-on-one with Mark Kotsay, Athletics manager. Coming up next as we lead you up to first pitch at 7:10. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570, LA Sports.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price? And then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bill's double. With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Plus, with Boost, you're on America's newest 5G network. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Baseball fans, David Vassay here. It's time to step up to the plate and upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like natural wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. Plus, it's made with up to 85% recycled material. Here in California, fire safety is always top of mind, and TimberTech has collections with top-rated fire resistance, including a Class A flame spread rating, so you can build a beautiful outdoor space with confidence. See for yourself why TimberTech is everything wood should be. Order free samples at timbertech.com.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Why cook with Mazola corn oil? Because a study has shown that corn oil can reduce cholesterol up to 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil. Visit Mazola.com to learn more about the study. Mazola, make it with heart.
Hey, this is Andre here. If you're looking for all your ingredients and creating the perfect meal, head over to Superior Grocers. Choose from the freshest seafood, produce, or meats. You always hit home run at Superior Grocers. Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
It is gone! A home run! Frozen rope for Ohtani!
The Dodgers and the Yankees. They're two of baseball's most iconic franchises. Their rivalry, once a battle between boroughs, would transition into an East Coast-West Coast affair. While we remember the history, it's the present that has our attention now. Come to Dodger Stadium Friday, May 30th through June 1st for the 3-game series between the Dodgers and the Yankees. Visit Dodgers.com/tickets.
As we were saying,
this is Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck on the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and the Athletics. Game 3 of this 3-game set. Matt Sauer on the mound to close things out for the Dodgers, where the A's come to town, or the Angels, come to town this weekend. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Zenshi Handcrafted Sushi. Enjoy the game with a quick, affordable meal the whole family can enjoy. And right now, head out to your local participating Rouse grocery store and find the QR code. Scan that QR code at the Zenshi counter. It's so easy to find. Scan it. Put your information in there. You know how to do that. And enter to win a chance for the Zenshi Suite Life at an upcoming game. You're going to be in the suite, premium parking, all the food and drinks. It's going to be a great time hanging out in the Zenshi Suite Life. Again, find one at your participating Ralph's grocery store. Just sign up using the QR code.
David Vassay. And now, what will likely be Vassay fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
We're joined right now by the athletics manager and certainly a legend here in Southern California. Him and Phil Nevin really put Cal State Fullerton back on the map in the mid-90s, and he was a Golden Spikes Award winner, and he was not only a great center fielder, a great hitter at Cal State Fullerton, but also did some pitching of his own. He was their closer on the way to the College World Series, and that is the one and only Mark Kotsay. Mark, thanks a lot for the time. Appreciate it.
No problem, David. That's a very kind and elaborate introduction right there. I appreciate it.
Hey, you deserve it. I mean, I know it feels like a long time ago when you wake up in the morning, but do you feel the same as you did back then?
No, not at all, actually. Yeah. It's always nice to talk about the glory days, right? And feeling like we're young again and creating those memories or reliving those memories of our youth.
What is it about guys that go to Cal State Fullerton? Because yourself, Phil Nevin, Tim Wallach, Justin Turner, just to name a few, not only just play the game at a high level, but also think the game at a high level.
Well, I think it comes from our mentor, and that was our head coach, Augie Garrido. I think if you ask every player that got the opportunity to play for Augie, or be around Augie, Justin Turner was my bat boy for my Cal State Fullerton 1995 team. So, he was remarkable in the way he taught the game and life lessons through the game, and how much more you can learn from failure than success. And, you want to say he's semi-philosopher, but an incredible baseball coach.
How much of Augie Garrido is in Mark Kotsay, the manager, now?
I'd say there's quite a bit. The value of relationships really was something that we talked a lot about, and not just because of the game of baseball, but in life, right? And the relationships that you can build and the value of that relationship. You can extract more from players when you know who they are, when you have that personal connection and that you build that trust with them. And I think that's key for me in my role right now as a manager here with this young ball club.
Obviously, it's a testament to who you are because you're young, but you have a lot of talent, and it seems like they're not scaring and they're not shying away from any challenge.
No, they're not. And I think this ball club, it started last year towards the end of the year. We played really good baseball in the second half, so they built some confidence as young players. And the mentality that we've always taken, the word grit, we use that word a lot. We're an Oakland Athletic baseball team. Now we're the A's. But for the past 52 years, that was that mentality when you showed up at the Coliseum, the legendary A's teams of the early 70s and the late 80s, and that characteristic of, man, these guys just play the game hard and they grind out every out.
That sounds like the way you played.
It is. I got every ounce of talent out of this body, I'd say, for my career, and being blessed to be able to do it for 17 years, and now be in the game as a teacher, post-career, a total of 28 years in the big leagues. I feel like I've never worked a day in my life.
No doubt. Mark Kotsay is our guest. He's the athletics manager, doing a great job no matter where they play or what city they're in. Your career spans so many generations. It even overlapped with Clayton Kershaw. You finished playing around 2013. He started in 2008. What do you remember, and what stands out to you still to this day about Kershaw?
You talk about an ultra competitor. That man is the epitome of a competitor, and I'm like you said, I'm really impressed that he's still going, that he's still able to go compete at that level. There's a Justin Verlander, there's another comp, there's another guy that has been around since 2006. So it's a testament to their work ethic and their drive, really. And I mean, for me, Clayton is on his way to a Hall of Fame career.
Is it amazing to you that he still wants to pitch?
No, because I think that's in him. I think you saw that as a young player coming up. He was a student of the game. He loves baseball, and when you have those you have that two combinations for yourself, you're going to stay in as long as you can.
All right, Mark Kotsay, I got two Cal State Fullerton questions for you before I let you go. Number one, Pepe's Breakfast Burritos, as legendary as Nevin and Kotsay in Fullerton. How often when you come to SoCal do you hit up Pepe still?
If I had time, I would be there right now. But, yeah, Pepe's. I grew up next to the Pepe's that was right there in Pico Rivera. So, you know, that was my home. I grew up in Santa Fe Springs. My parents still live there after 54 years. And, you know, it's a great city. I love coming back here. Dodger Stadium's got a special place in my heart.
How often did you come to Dodger games growing up in Santa Fe Springs?
Whenever my dad was able to get some comp ticks up in the orange reserve way up top, yeah.
All right, last one for you. This might be the toughest question. Name your Mount Rushmore of Cal State Fullerton players. Augie Garrido, separate category. Do you have a Mount Rushmore?
I'll put JT, Justin Turner. He's a legend now. He's taken over for us. The career that he's had, pretty remarkable. You know, he started out with the Mets and wasn't an everyday player, changed his swing, and now he's still impacting games. I know he had a walk-off, you know, just the other day with the Cubs, and couldn't be more proud of JT.
Your beard's not as good as JT's.
No, it doesn't grow as long, and it's definitely a lot more white.
Mark, thanks a lot for the time. Great to share you with Dodger fans.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
There he is, one of the best guys out there, and Jerry Turner's best friend, Mark Kotsay. We'll send it back to you, Tim.
All right, great to hear from one of Cal State Fullerton greats, Mark Kotsay, doing a great job managing this young athletics team. Dodgers baseball brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. We're leading you up to first pitch, Dodgers and Athletics. First pitch coming up at 7:10. Up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Memorial Day weekend is almost here. Get ready to kick back with an ice-cold Modelo and that perfect michelada. Whether you're grilling, hitting the beach, or just soaking up the long weekend, a refreshing Modelo michelada is the ultimate way to celebrate. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Must be 21 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Maybe you're heading out of town.
I need to get the hell out of here.
Here's the thing.
You're never truly away from Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, Rogan and Rodney, and Petros and Money.
Together.
Just go to AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app. Listen to live shows, podcasts, and catch up on anything you missed.
Best friends forever.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. First 5 California is my go-to for tips on helping her grow strong and resilient, no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers Athletics rubber game, this 3-game set. Dodgers looking to win this series. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. Get the truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. As Waldo Vito on the mound for the Athletics. 2-3, 4.75 ERA. 29-year-old out of Dominican Republic. 3rd season in the big league. 2nd with the A's after coming over and coming up with the Pirates. Making his 9th start this year. Tends to give up a lot of home runs lately. He's allowed 9 home runs in 26 and 2/3 innings over his last 5 starts. That's 3 home runs per game after surrendering just 7 home runs in his first 129 innings. Last time out, 5 1/3 innings, 4 runs, 8 hits, 6 strikeouts in a loss to the Yankees. Against the Dodgers in his career, they've seen him a little bit. 2 starts, 0-1 with a 3.60 ERA. Matt Sauer on the mound for the Dodgers, 1-0, 1.54 ERA, 26-year-old right-hander out of Rigetti High School in Santa Maria. Second-round pick of the Yankees in 2017. Was with the Royals last year, then back to the Yankees. 14 appearances in Kansas City last year. He struggled with 7.71 ERA. Dodgers picked him up in the offseason. He's been great in the 4 appearances this season with the Dodgers. In fact, he's picked up a win and a save in relief in appearances this year. 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, and a win against the Marlins at Dodger Stadium. And then 4 innings out of the pen in Miami for a save against the Marlins. He is the opener tonight. Matt Sauer going for the Dodgers as they take on the Athletics. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine.
I can make good money doing what I love.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at ICanGoToCollege.com.
Great news, Dodger fans. Uber Eats is available at Dodger Stadium. That means you never have to miss a single pitch, run, or out. Skip the long concession lines and order your favorite stadium eats right from your seat. Just scan the Uber Eats QR code or open the app, place your order, and we'll let you know when it's ready for pickup. It's fast, easy, and keeps you in the game, not in line. So go ahead, order now, and enjoy every moment of Dodgers baseball.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit AlignmentHealthPlan.com today. That's AlignmentHealthPlan.com.
This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
May 15th, 1956. Sal Magley is purchased by the Dodgers for just $100 after he impressed them in an exhibition game with the Indians. The Barber would post a 13-5 record that year, finishing second in the Cy Young balloting to teammate Don Newcomb. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
It's the Dodgers and the Athletics. Matt Sauer on the mound. When the boys in blue play at home, it's important they have the right plan to protect their house at the Ravine. Same applies to your home. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. For example, use or install ignition-resistant materials around your home. Use fire-resistant materials when building a deck. Replace vents with ember and flame-resistant vents. Use non-combustible fencing materials for the portion that connects to your house. For more about these tips and to find others, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, before first pitch, let's head back out to the booth. Tim Neverett, Jose Mota, guys.
Tim, thank you very much. The Dodgers and the A's, game 3 of this 3-game set. Dodgers trying to take this series. They have Major League Baseball's best home record at 16-4, and they will be facing Osvaldo Bido. Bido, the right-hander, 2-3, making his 9th start. He has yet to get into the 6th inning this year. He's pitched 5 full on a handful of occasions, but not gotten into the 6th. He has pitched much better on the road than he has at home.
Bob Bido is a very interesting case because he does have the good arm. He's a guy that averages 94 in the fastball, but that fastball's been slugged at 509, and beyond that, he throws about 52% of the pitches away. And I'm looking at those numbers and knowing how well the Dodgers do cover the outer half, and he's had trouble in the last couple of starts. 7 earned runs last 2 starts, including 3 home runs and 10 1/3. and force him into the zone because he could overthrow sometimes, get a little bit wild. So you got to really close it down, make sure if he gets wild, you don't help him out.
And for the Dodgers, Matt Sauer gets the start in a bullpen game. Justin Robleski called up today. J.P. Feierheisen optioned, and Robleski more than likely will see some activity in the game here tonight. Dodgers and the A's coming up, Tim.
Hope it's sweet and sour tonight for the Dodgers with Matt Sauer on the mound, and the Dodgers hoping it's a sweet night at the plate offensively and they can get this series win. The rubber game of this 3-game set, Dodgers and Athletics. First pitch is next on Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night and the debut of Dalton Rushing. Enjoy it, Dodger fans. I'm Tim Cates. It's the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it!
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way!
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though. Living out their dream. They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA Dodgers baseball.
Always remember what it felt like to be part of the best damn baseball team in the world.
In the world.
Zoom in, zoom out, zoom up. They wear the crown. All eyes on us.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Budweiser.
This Bud's for you.
Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
LA County Public Works.
Recycling beverage containers is a triple play.
Children's Hospital LA.
From colds to cancer, we got this.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
And by Daniel's Jewelers.
Making diamond dreams come true since 1948.
Stick around because first pitch is next. Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network. Play ball! Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Runners go. This ball's drilled to left. It is headed back to the wall. It is gone! It is gone!
Celebrate the boys in blue at Dodger Stadium for Filipino Heritage Night on Tuesday, June 3rd versus the New York Mets. Purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Filipino Heritage Night jersey. Experience Filipino culture, live music, and performances in Centerfield Plaza. Don't miss out on a night of celebration. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Help.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
The home of the Dodgers.
Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth. Here's Tim Everett and Jose Mota.
Live from Dodger Stadium, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers baseball is on. Hi, everybody, along with Jose Mota sitting in for Rick Monday this week. I'm Tim Everett, our producer, engineer, Dwayne McDonald in the booth with us also. The Dodgers just taking the field. Matt Sauer leading them out there. The Dodgers have a bullpen game tonight. Sauer will start it against Osvaldo Bido for the Athletics. The Athletics come in 22-21, a game and a half out of first place in the American League West. The Dodgers, meantime, hold the lead in the National League West by half a game over the Padres at 28-15. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. First, for the visiting Athletics, Jacob Wilson leads off, plays short. Tyler Soderstrom back in left field, hitting second. Seth Brown gets his first activity in the series. He'll be in center field, batting third. Brent Rooker, the designated hitter, bats cleanup. Shea Langoliers moves down to fifth tonight. He's the catcher. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Gio Urshela. Nick Kurtz is the first baseman, hitting eighth. And Max Schumann will bat ninth and play second base. For the Dodgers, on Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night, he will lead off, the designated hitter. The shortstop is Mookie Betts, batting second. Batting third, Freddie Freeman in his 500th game with the Dodgers. Cleanup man tonight, Max Muncy, playing third. In right field, Andy Pages. He hits fifth. Batting sixth, Michael Conforto in left. Making his major league debut tonight and batting seventh is the Dodgers' #1 prospect, Dalton Rushing. James Outman will hit 8th and play center field, and Haesung Kim will bat 9th and play second base. The umpires calling the balls and strikes, Dan Merzel. It'll be Charlie Ramos at first base, the crew chief Jordan Baker at second base, and Stu Sherwater will be the umpire in back of third. So Dalton Rushing making his big league debut. Always a big night for any organization, certainly for the young man and his family, and also his hometown of Brighton, Tennessee. They are paying attention to this game closely in his first big league outing.
So great. He gets to call the game. He gets to go out there and have the best view ever, and hopefully he'll be in tune with the guys on the mound, because a lot of these guys he knows quite well.
Jacob Wilson standing in from the right side. Now Sauer deals, and it's up for a ball. We're underway. First pitch came at 7:10. 64 degrees the game time temperature, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now the next offer, the 1-0, and Wilson takes a strike. 2 games ago, Wilson had an amazing night, best night of his big league career, went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Last night, 0 for 4. The pitch. He swings and fouls it back for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It was nice to keep Butler, Wilson, Rooker all off last night. 0 for 11 combined. Plus, they went 0 for 5 in middle scoring position.
That's the key. You've got to keep the swinging A's down. This team can swing the bat. No question about it. We've seen it. And so have a lot of other teams. 1-2, and the ball away. A slider. You look at the best records since April 15th. The Athletics are 16-11. They're up among the leaders. The Twins, by the way, 18-8. Tigers next at 19-9, and then the Dodgers at 16-9. And the pitch outside for a ball. Now Sauer goes full, 3-2 on Wilson.
That was a strike right there. In fact, that would have been only the 10th strikeout against Jacob Wilson. Call the ball.
He does not strike out much. He'll take some walks every now and then, but he makes contact very often. And he takes a pitch on the borderline again. So 2 really close pitches. Sauer doesn't get the call, and Jacob Wilson walks down to first base.
And only his 8th walk this season.
I think a lot of that is because he's swinging at the first pitch more often than not. Now Tyler Soderstrom, he had a game-tying home run in the 3rd inning last night. It was his 10th home run of the year. He and Brent Rooker are the top home run hitters for the A's. Left-handed batting left fielder takes a strike. We'll keep an eye on Dalton Rushing tonight on the defensive side, as well as the offensive side, but certainly we'll watch his catching and his receiving tonight. He's down on one knee. His right knee's on the ground. Setting the target, the pitch. It's low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
What he does is, I've been watching in spring training and here warm-ups. With nobody on, he has a really low place to the ground. 1 knee down, but then he pulls it back even more. He's not leading as tall.
Wilson leads at first. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. He had a high cutter, and Soderstrom couldn't catch up. Soderstrom starts the night hitting .295 with 10 home runs and 29 runs batted in. He's the top RBI man for the Athletics. Rubber game of this 3-game set. And the pitch. That's too high, and it's now 2-2.
In fact, Rushing, just to get familiar with everybody that he's going to be facing, all the hitters, he has a quarterback-type wristband on his left arm. He flips it open once in a while.
He's looking to send a pitch out there electronically to Sauer. Sauer stretch, now the 2-2. Way up high again, 3-2. Now, Sauer does not want to get himself in trouble here. He's already got himself in a little trouble with a leadoff walk. Nobody out, just underway, top of the 1st inning.
Sauer had walked 1 batter in 11 2/3 innings coming into this one in 4 games.
And his payoff pitch with Wilson on the run is ball 4. Wasn't sure if Merzel was bringing up a strike or not, the way he left the back of the catcher's box, but so back-to-back walks to start the game, and now the A's have set up shop, 1st and 2nd, nobody out.
I mean, he's missing, but not by a whole lot. Not getting the benefit of the doubt on that one. A couple of pitches.
I mean, he has missed. The misses that he has are extremely close. Now Rushing comes out in front of home plate and issues the external signs to the defense on how they're going to play this with nobody out and men at first and second. Seth Brown, center fielder, 220 batter. From the left side, looks out at the right-hander Sauer. Sauer checks the runners, kicks, fires, and the ball is popped up. Shallow right, out is Kim. He's calling for it. This will be an infield fly. So Brown is automatically out. First and second, less than 2 outs. So the infield fly rule in effect there. And there's one away.
Very aggressive team. First pitch coming into this game. Overall, 355. 13 home runs on the first pitch and 597 slugging.
Right now, ground ball playable in the infield would be nice. Brent Rooker, 253 hitter, batting cleanup tonight, right-handed slugger. Looks out at Sauer. Sauer deals him inside, ball 1. Rushing split his time in Oklahoma City between catching and playing first base. He did have one start this year in left field. But the Dodgers were trying to get him as many at-bats as they could. Swing and a fly ball to left. Conforto a few steps over to his right. He'll make the catch, and the runners have to go back. There's 2 men out.
2 flyouts, both off the end of the bat. Good swing there by Rooker, but good job by Sauer on the mound. He throws about 35% cutters, averaging about 90. And sinker averages 94. Slider, 4-seamer, averages 94. And curveball and changeup. But really, his put-away pitch is that cutter.
He can breathe a little easier, but he's not out of the woods yet after the back-to-back leadoff walks. Shea Langoliers, who can put the ball on the ground to the right side. He also has a power stroke, too. The pitch. And Langoliers takes up high for a ball. It was a fastball at 93.
Power hitting catcher. I mean, Langoliers hit 29 home runs last year, but I saw his numbers against the outside fastball. 350. Hits the ball the other way well, too.
Now stretching a 1-0 pitch to Langoliers. He swings, hits it to right field. That ball is going to drop and roll near the corner. It's going to be cut off by Pages. Wilson is in to score. They'll hold Soderstrom at third, and it's a run-scoring double by Langoliers, and it's 1-0 Athletics. The leadoff walk comes back to haunt Matt Sauer. And the Dodgers find themselves down after Langoliers goes the other way again.
Fastball away. Does a good job just staying right through the ball. And Mark Kotsay was telling me today, I want my big guys to also think about small ball in situations like this.
The A's, going back to last night, were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position prior to Langoliers' hit. Lawrence Butler, left-handed hitting right fielder. Runner at second, another one at third. And the pitch outside, ball 1. And as well as Sauer has pitched with the Dodgers, it's not as crisp right now. He was helped out by the infield fly and a fly out by Rooker. They're trying to get out of this inning and get Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman up. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball low, and it is 2-0.
I know he can't take it back, but he had Jacob Wilson struck out. Had a very good pitch. A couple of them.
There were probably 2 pitches that could have been called strikes. See them on the report card tomorrow. Now with 2-0. Swinging a ground ball to Freeman at first. He plays the high hop, chest high, runs to the bag, steps on it, and the side is retired. For the Athletics in the top of the first, they get a run on 1.
Break apply. Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Cochise Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Cochise Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Cochise Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, on having a view and bringing in people. And it's truly incredible, to have this group behind us and to be world champs now, man. It's crazy.
That's Corey Seager after he received the 2023 World Series MVP award. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off.
Shohei Ohtani tips his cap to visiting manager Mark Kotsay. Now getting ready to step in the batter's box. 1-0 A's. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Dodgers in their traditional home whites. The A's in their traveling road grays, trimmed in green and gold. And Osvaldo Bido, right-hander, out of Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, delivers the first pitch that is swung on and fouled back. Ohtani starts the night, .307 average, 13 homers, 22 runs batted in. And last night he had a home run in his first at-bat. Reached base 3 times, scored 2 runs. And he takes a pitch up and in. He also had an infield single last night in the 6th inning. And Bido took a loss in his last outing against the Yankees, allowing 4 runs over 5 1/3 innings. He hasn't gone much further than that this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ohtani.
Heavy 95 right there upstairs for Shohei. Against Bido, lifetime 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts for Ohtani.
Well, Bido standing on the first base side of the rubber, kicks, delivers, and it's low and in. Tried the cutter and missed downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts swinging a bat on deck. And the 2-2 to Ohtani. He swings and rifles it foul right off the front of the A's dugout on the first base side at Dodger Stadium. Two and 2 to Shohei. Ohtani waits. The pitch. Swung on, foul, tipped into the glove of Langoliers, and he strikes out. 1 away. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org.
That was Osvaldo Bido, perfectly executed report right there on Shohei Ohtani, upstairs twice.
And Betts waits. First pitch to him, just missing outside. That was a borderline pitch, and it went Betts' way. Mookie hitting .265, 6 homers, and a 1-0, and he'll take a strike here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Are you saying it's a hitter's night?
Could be.
Zone tonight?
Could be a hitter's night.
Oh, it seems that way.
I think it's going to be a little hitterish. 1-1, and the pitch down low. Got a long way to go.
Long game. Really hope that Sauer, we call it a bullpen game, but he can go out there and give you 4 or 5 innings. Be a normal starter pretty much.
2-1 pitches down low. 3-1 now to Mookie. Dodgers did make a transaction today, made a roster move. J.P. Fireeisen was optioned, and Justin Robleski, a lefty, was called up from AAA. Pitch inside and high, ball 4. And the Dodgers have their first base runner.
That's something that Bido has been battling with the last 2 starts, 7 earned runs. And he's allowed the long ball, 3 home runs in 10 1/3 innings. Force him in the zone, and we saw Shohei helped him twice by going outside the zone.
Freddie Freeman in his 500th game with the Dodgers.
Wow.
He's a .317 hitter with the Dodgers. 239 extra base hits, 151 doubles, just with the Dodgers. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. 605 hits, that's the 5th most since 1901. And he's just 2 shy of Jackie Robinson for 4th place on the Dodgers all-time hit list. Mookie leads at first. And the pitch to Freddie. He takes high and away. 2-0.
He's taking a big lead at first base. Getting some more words out there at first base by Chris Woodward. first base coach. Bideau, not that great of a move.
Bideau's pitch is cut on and missed for a strike, 2-1. Mentioned the doubles for Freeman. 151 of those. That is the most number of doubles by a Dodger since 1901. So 151 and counting. He's on the Major League all-time doubles list also and climbs that one pretty high. Pitch is fouled away. In fact, right now he's 52nd all-time with 518 career doubles.
When you think about it, first year with the Dodgers, 47 doubles. Second year, 59.
Here's a 2-2 on the way from Bideau. And Freeman fouls it off. Last couple of nights, after the day off, I would say he swung and missed or swung and fouled off a few more pitches than he was on the road trip.
Yeah, you know, Freddie sometimes gets a little hitch. He gets around the baseball too much. That's exactly what's happening right now.
Stretch by Bideau. And the 2-2. And Freddie pops it up foul left side. That'll go way up in the seats.
So let's see if we agree with this. Out of the 59 doubles, I was at least 20 were long singles for anybody else. But he just
agree with that.
He just wanted it. I mean, he just wanted the double.
Yeah, there were times when he would just stretch it out.
Oh, plenty of times.
Quick turn, a lob toss to first base, and Mookie scrambles back safely.
Yeah, Bideau is a guy that he can have some trouble handling the baseball. That was a lob throw out there to first base. Just don't get fooled. He might bullet one next time in there.
Wilson, the shortstop, playing up the middle, and Max Schumann at second base, playing in off the outfield grass. And now Bideau steps off the rubber, now digs back in. 1-0 A's, bottom of the first. 1 out, 1 on for the Dodgers. Pitch. There goes Mookie. And the pitch is low for a ball. Throw down. Mookie's into his head first slide. Safe. A stolen base for Betts. That's his 4th of the season.
That's a good report right on Bideau. The leads were outstanding. He knows he doesn't have that great of a move. And certainly it all starts with a good lead. Good jump by Mookie.
Mookie's got the sliding mitt on his left hand. It's hard to miss. It's red. Looks like an oven mitt without the thumb.
Yeah.
And that got to the base first. 3-2 to Freddie, who swings and fouls it back off to the left.
And if you hit the tip of the mitt with the bag, you're gaining 4 or 5 inches. Oh, easily.
All of a sudden, your fingers got longer.
Yeah, your fingers don't hurt. They don't even know that you're on the bag. Wow.
That's why more guys are wearing them these days. Now a payoff pitch again to Freddie Freeman. Freeman swings, rips it to right field. That's a base hit. Mookie will get waved around third. He will come in and score. The throw gets by Langoliers, and down to second base goes Freeman. He ties the game, getting Mookie home, and it's 1-1.
Veteran team taking advantage of the youngsters. The bat moves by Bideau to first base. And Freddie Freeman finally finding something he could handle. But there's no need to make this throw to home plate. And that shows well for the Dodgers because Freddie Freeman, never happy with his staying at first base, ends up at second base.
Yeah, and that should be a single and going to second on the throw, and a rainbow throw from Butler in right field. And the pitch to Max Muncy, missing high for ball 1. Well, Muncy got his second home run of the season last night. It was down the right field line. It occurred in the 8th inning when the Dodgers put a 5 spot up, and it was mashed.
You called it, the silver hammer.
And the pitch down low, and the count 2-0.
We were talking about this off air, but he needed to hit something like that where he knew it was gone. You know, no close call, no fair foul, no just, you know, over the wall. Just he knew it.
Tell by his reaction to it at the plate. He knew he got it all.
It was great.
Freeman leads at second base. He represents the go-ahead run in the bottom of the first. And Muncy hammers one deep to right field. Way back and gone. Max Muncy in back-to-back at-bats. has gone yard, and the Dodgers lead it 3-1. He just pounded that baseball. 408 feet.
Daniel's Jewelers are the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon. That's it. Silver Hammer again?
Well, yeah, it comes from the Beatles song, Bang Bang Maxwell's Silver Hammer.
And another one where there's no doubt. I mean, he could actually savor it.
Yeah, he just annihilated the baseball. He just crushed it. Back-to-back games, back-to-back at-bats. His last at-bat last night, his first at-bat today. So showing signs that he's going to get on a roll here. And the 0-1 to Andy Pages is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pages hit a homer last night. A's got up 1-0, but the Dodgers have stormed back with 3 in the bottom of the first. And Pages, check swing, foul ball.
Anything about the dimension that Muncy brings when he's on? A couple swings like that during the week, and with his walks, it makes the lineup way different, way deeper.
So 1 out, and if Pages can reach here and Conforto comes up, we'll see Dalton Rushing out on deck. Getting ready for his first major league at bat tonight. Here's the wind, the 1-2. And Pages pops this one up back of first, short right field. Schumann, the second baseman, with the angle on it. And he makes the catch right in front of the right fielder, Lawrence Butler, for the second out of the first inning. And now Conforto. And Dalton Rushing wearing number 68. At this point, we don't know if he'll keep that or not. Typically, when you come up, it's not always the number you end up with.
Exactly.
But that's his first big league number. It's like Miguel Rojas wearing 72. That was his first one. He went back to it. He had number 11, your dad's old number. And then Roki Sasaki wanted it. So he was happy to give it up. And Conforto fouls it away.
Hey, sometimes that happens. You get your number changed during the season. It happened last week with Gavin Stone.
That's correct.
And with Pages. Yep. It's like, okay, you guys are here now. How about this lower number? How's that for?
If there's a jersey hanging in the locker, it fits great.
No,
right? You get your nameplate in a locker in the big leagues, that's a big deal. Ground ball to second base. And Schumann picks it up, throws on to first. And Dalton Rushing will lead off in the bottom of the second inning for his first major league at bat. Meantime, he goes back, gets the gear on. After 1 full, it's the Dodgers 3, A's nothing.
LA's best sports.
Breaking news. Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platform.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is shoestring catch. Do you know what it means? Shoestring catch, a running catch made near a fielder's feet, close to his shoelaces.
What a play by Sayers. He steals a hit from Acuna.
Make a shoestring catch.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York.
Dodgers 3, A's 1, top of the second inning. Top of the second brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The Dodgers stormed right back after going down 1-0. And here's Sauer, overhead windup, his kick, and the pitch to Gio Urshela. No balls and one strike. That one right down the middle, a sinker.
Yeah, he had to pipe that one.
He kicks and deals again. The 0-1 pitch, and Urshela swings and misses at a cutter. 0-2 to Urshela. A veteran infielder now. .233 average. No home runs on the season so far. And an 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Rushing.
The idea when they signed Urshela was he was going to be the everyday third baseman. It just didn't work out that way.
He's not been there. This is his first appearance in the series. And the 1-2 from Sauer. Outside fastball, and it's now 2-2.
That was a pretty heavy 95 with some cut.
Dalton Rushing. Number 1 prospect for the Dodgers, down on his right knee. Sets a target. It's low.
How about that? Down on the right knee, then he extends his left leg out. Little Tony Pena action there.
You know, when Tony did it, that was quite different at the time.
That was extreme. Quite extreme.
3-2 pitch. And he couldn't hold up. He couldn't check his swing. Went around enough, and he strikes out. And that'll be the first strikeout of the game for Matt Sauer. It comes on a cutter.
And keep in mind, Rushing is familiar with Sauer in their days in AAA. And I didn't see him extend that left leg the previous pitch. So I wonder if he does it depending on what he calls. And with that, he has to be very careful.
Yeah, because you don't want to be caught tipping. Nick Kurtz, rookie first baseman, fouls one back. He only had 32 games in the minor leagues. Remember, he was drafted just last year out of Wake Forest. First round pick by the Athletics. And went straight to AAA and just hit his way out of the Pacific Coast League. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss and a ball downstairs. And now Sauer's got the cutter going. That seems to be a pitch that's working for him right now. Getting some vertical drop on it.
It is the pitch he throws the most.
Well, he is set to go. He winds, kicks, and delivers, and it's low. With a changeup that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one of the few changeups he's thrown this season in the big leagues. Good job. See if the chase was there. That's the hard stuff.
1-2 pitch. And he went with a fastball, got in on the fists, and he fouled it back.
Interesting. Sauer last year, Tim, I was looking at his numbers in Kansas City. 14 games from the Royals. 11 walks and 16 in the third innings.
That's too many for that number of innings.
Between the big leagues and AAA this season, 2 walks.
1-2. Swing and a ground ball foul wide at first. So he's learned to limit the walks. Even though the game didn't start out that way, the A's ended up
4 innings from him.
leadoff man walk, Jacob Wilson. He came around to score on the RBI hit to right field by Langoliers. But all in all, he has really managed the control of the walk. So this is Kurtz, rather. He fouls it down the first base side.
There are 6 different pitches. We've seen 4 already. That's a curveball last pitch.
You got to keep him guessing somehow. And a 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back off to the left. Jose's got his glove ready to go. I mean, you brought your glove. You may as well catch one tonight.
Catch one. It's here every night.
You caught one this year, didn't you?
Spring training.
Thought so.
Off the bat of Chris Oakey. Yeah.
1-2 pitch, just about knee high. The change up, called the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Mookie playing up the middle, just to the left of second base. Uniform all dirty from the head first slide. And Kurtz looks at another one low. 3-2.
This kid, beyond the fact that he's got a lot of physical abilities, baseball IQ in his eye, great knowledge of the strike zone.
3 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Kim behind it. Hassan Kim throws on to first. And he records the out there, 2 away.
See, Tim, go back to what's familiar. He went back to the cutter, this time well placed, and got the ground ball.
Well, you can tell sometimes by pitch usage, a lot of times by pitch usage, what a pitcher is comfortable with, what's been landing for him, and what he feels he has the best chance of getting an out with. And again, right now it's the cutter.
It's the cutter. Don't get away from it.
Max Schumann, second baseman tonight. Right-handed batter getting a chance to get in there. Luis Urias, the regular second baseman, also a right-handed hitter, starts the night on the bench. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Seems to be nibbling a little bit here last couple of at-bats.
38 pitches, and he hasn't completed the second inning yet. Sauer turns, delivers. Ball is swung on, well hit to center field. Outman going back. He is at the track to the wall. It is gone. And Max Schumann hits his first home run of the season. It is 3-2. And a 2-out solo homer.
Here's the residual effect of the previous at-bat, in my opinion. You're on deck and you watch your release point velocity tilt. Everything related to release point, and you get yourself a very good idea as to what you're going to be swinging or looking for. And Max Schumann, not known for his bat, is now known for that bat.
The sinker was left up, out, and over. It didn't do much sinking. It just kind of spun and was hit out. Now Wilson, his second plate appearance. He takes a strike. Walked his first time up, scored a run. (3-2) the score. Dodgers lead. Top of the second inning. Pitch on the way, swung on. This one's hit up in the air to left. Very playable for Conforto. He comes in about 3 steps, makes the catch, and the side retired. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left. And at the end of an inning and a half at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 3, A's 2.
AM.
Foot, knees, all the Chase Utley tricks.
I'm surprised that was not called. Interesting. Well, 2-2 to Mookie Betts. Kim in scoring position, 2 men out. Ohtani has driven in a run this inning. Freddie Freeman waits on deck. Osvaldo Bido, the pitch. And Mookie fouls it off to the right and out of play.
You know, Tim, as easy as it sounds to say you can't have your knee, you can't have your foot. The knee thing is one where you go, okay, no need for that. But your foot, there's times when the throw just takes you there. So now you think about two things. I got to catch a baseball, avoid a base runner, and I have to leave the space here for him.
2-2, stroke to left field, a base hit. Kim is flying around third. He's on his way to the plate. He'll score standing up. And Mookie Betts with a 2-out RBI single makes it 5-2 Dodgers.
Why wait? Get in scoring position, let Mookie do his thing. He's hot. Well, he's got a thing against Mark Kotsay, which we love that passion.
He certainly showed us emotion last night when they walked Ohtani to get the Betts. And usually, we gave you the numbers last night. We've got them here. We can share them with you later. But usually when that happens, it's not good for the other team. Doesn't turn out well for them. Freddie Freeman, 1 for 1 with a run scored. And he swings, hits a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit past the diving second baseman. Around second and on his way to third is Betts. And the Dodgers with runners at the corners. Freddie Freeman is 2 for 2.
It all started with a walk by the rookie. First MLB plate appearance for Rushing. First to third, Rushing. First to third, Mookie Betts. That's how you pressure a team that actually has allowed 21 unearned runs and have committed 30 errors.
Well, this is going to end up being a short night for the A's starter, as he only goes 1 2/3. So Osvaldo Bido is out of the ball game. Jason Alexander will take over with 2 men out, 2 men on in the bottom of the second inning. We'll take a pitch and change timeout. The score, the Dodgers 5, Athletics 2.
Breaking news. Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platform.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today.
Muncy with 2 outs and runners at the corners will face the new pitcher, right-hander Jason Alexander. 5-2 Dodgers, bottom of the second inning. Pitch and change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alexander starts him off with a changeup, and Max swings and misses. He is out in front. It's 0-1. Alexander, 32 years of age. Lives in Peoria, Arizona. Born in Windsor, California. 0-1 pitch off the end of the bat, foul by the Dodger dugout. 0-2.
It's a good name.
Makes you think of Seinfeld.
Well,
right? George Costanza.
The only one.
Well, he was the assistant traveling secretary for the Yankees.
Yes.
Remember Costanza? Giving hitting tips to Bernie Williams and Derek Jeter. 0-2. Swung on and lifted in the air toward left center field. That ball is going to drop for a hit. Mookie scores. Around second is Freeman. He is into third with a pop-up slide. And the Dodgers add on. Muncy with another RBI. His 4th of the game. It is 6-2.
Well, Max Muncy gets a changeup first pitch and takes the right approach from there on. Another changeup. This one even better located off the strike zone, but does not think to pull the baseball. Goes the other way, and there it is. Dumps it right in front of everybody by the right approach.
That run is charged to Bideau, and Freeman is his responsibility at third before you can close the book on him. But right now, 6 earned runs. Pitch coming to Pages. Right-handed batter takes high for a ball.
And that is the third time this inning the Dodgers have gone first to third.
A lot of traffic on the bases. We're just not even 2 innings into the ball game. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Dodgers. 2-2 for the A's. Strike called in the inside corner to Andy. .289 the average for Andy Pages. 0 for 1 tonight. He flied to right in the first. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air to left. It'll be playable for Soderstrom. Moves a couple of steps over to his glove side left, makes the catch. And the Dodgers are finished in the bottom of the second inning, but not before they put 3 runs on the board on 4.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Guess who said the following?
This moment is great. I mean, I have to thank God first, my family, my wife, my kids, parents, the organization, the fans.
That's Mariano Rivera after he became the all-time career saves leader. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is twin bill. Do you know what it means? Twin bill, a doubleheader.
Left field base hit for Heston Kjerstad. Had a multi-hit game in Game 1, and now his 3rd hit of the twin bill with a 1-out single in the opening inning here in Game 2.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Baseball continues.
Left fielder to face Matt Sauer. And Sauer's first pitch to Soderstrom is right there for a strike, fouled back. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
0-1 pitch is swung on, hit on the ground to second base. Sung Kim comes up with it, throws to first, and there's one down in the top of the 3rd inning.
Shop the new Dodgers World Series champion gold collection at MLBshop.com. Embellished with gold accents and scripts. Get the gear that celebrates the glory of last season's journey.
Seth Brown, another left-handed bat, center fielder. Popped up to second, infield fly. His first time up, swings, fouls it back.
Oh, they are swinging. That's what they do. They've done it all series long. That's why they hit 355 as a team on first pitch. You make it a quality pitch, obviously less chance for some damage.
Swinging A's.
10 minutes, if we know it up here.
They know it down there.
Mm-hmm. And then it's a matter of executing it down there.
A splitter rolled up there by Sauer. Found 1 and 2. Pitch was outside. Ball and 2 strikes to Seth Brown. He kicked the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Carbon copy. Kim to first, sidearm, and Brown is out. 2 away.
And the game is so much easier from up here.
Isn't it?
So much slower.
It's so easy.
I was talking to Ramon Hernandez about that. He's now one of the coaches for the A's. But, boy, he was tremendous. And I always say, Ramon, so what was Moneyball? He goes, Zito, Mulder, Hudson, and me. Yeah. That was Moneyball.
That was Moneyball. He was there at the time.
He was a young catcher that really took control and guided his 3 horses.
Brent Rooker, the batter, takes inside ball 1. And now Sauer ready to deal. Out of the full windup. 2 outs, base is empty. Pitch. And that's in the dirt. Dodger fans, you can skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look around the ballpark for the QR code to scan or order with the Uber Eats app from your seat and enjoy every pitch, run, and out. 2-0 to Rooker. Kicking the deal. Swung on, hit foul down the third baseline.
For Sauer, first big league start, and also he had gone as far as 78 pitches in an outing when he went 5 innings.
So he stretched a bit.
Yes, against Miami here on April 29th.
And as long as the Dodgers keep adding on runs, you can keep adding innings for Sauer. He's at 50 pitches right now, so he can go another one if he can get Rooker here quickly.
And on top of that, Tim, the way the rotation's set up right now, with so many question marks, why not have another guy stretched out?
Can't hurt.
He has made as many as 22 starts in a minor league season.
2-2 pitch now. That's low and outside, 3-2. Yeah, Dustin May will go tomorrow night against the Angels in Game 1. On Saturday afternoon, Clayton Kershaw will come off the 60-day IL, and he will return to the big leagues.
He's back.
He'll face Tyler Anderson, former Dodger. And then Tony Gonsolin will pitch the Sunday game. Rooker fouls another pitch away. He'll go against Yusei Kikuchi. Jack Kahanowitz will oppose Dustin May tomorrow night here at Dodger Stadium. 3-2 to Brent Rooker. Nobody on, 2 out. They have Matt Sauer standing tall on the hill. Full windup and the pitch to Rooker. Swung on, stroke down the left field side, hooking foul. That goes out of play.
It's a nice skate by the security guard over there with his chair.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Very nice skate.
You know who he reminded me of? The Freeze in Atlanta, the guy that runs.
The Freeze is losing too much lately, man. What's going on?
That guy got a good start. Huh? Right down there. Now the 3-2. Oh, he couldn't hold up. Good looking curveball, and Rooker strikes out. It's a 1-2-3. Top of the 3rd inning for Matt Sauer.
Available in app only.
This spring at Ross, savings are in the air.
Yes!
And on the latest fashion.
Yes!
Even on outdoor decor. And pet clothes and toys, too. Save 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices at Ross.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com. Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is gopher ball. Do you know what it means? Gopher ball, a pitch that is hit for a home run. It's an alteration of a pitch that will gopher extra bases.
Steven Wilson on the first pitch he throws gives up the gopher ball.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Dodgers 6, A's 2. Along with Jose Mota, Tim Neverett, Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer in the booth with us, as well as David Vassay. He's already got a lot to prepare for the post-game show after the first 2 innings. The Dodgers put 6 runs up. And Michael Conforto fouls the first pitch from Jason Alexander away to the left, and it's 0-1. Conforto 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to second. That was in the first inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch inside to him. 4-seamer at 93. First base side of the rubber, Alexander steps back, kicks, and deals. And Conforto hits the ball toward the middle. Diving stop to his right. Schumann to his feet, throws to first, and he retires Conforto, one away in the third.
Another hard hit ball by Conforto now in this series. He is 4 for 10.
Here's Dalton Rushing. Second big league plate appearance. Walked his first time up. Came around to score. And now Rushing from the left sideways. He'll look for his first big league hit. And the pitch. And it's a breaking ball low for ball one. Anytime there's a big league debut and it's anticipated like Rushing's was, he was called up yesterday. The families are here, friends are here. And they are hanging on every pitch. 1-0 and a strike call. You think about them following him in Little League and all the way through high school and college. And all the games and all the practices and all the rides and all the hours. And now it's paying off. He's getting his first taste of big league activity. Takes a strike. It's 1-2.
Already scored his first big league run with a walk.
And we'll see what happens after the game. Regardless of the score, you'll see Rushing down there with his family on the field taking pictures. They'll probably present him with the lineup card. And maybe a ball with his first major league hit. Pitch is low and away, 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. One out, nobody on. And Alexander kicks and fires. And Rushing takes inside. Full count, 3-2.
Young man just knows how to work a count.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Dalton Rushing. Alexander staring in. Now the A's right-handers. Payoff pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle, a base hit. That's the first big league hit for the Dodgers' #1 prospect, Dalton Rushing. He got it in his second plate appearance, and he is down there at first base, and get him that baseball.
Congratulations, young man. Well earned. Saw a lot of pitches first at bat. Even more pitches this at bat, and goes right through the box. What a moment.
Well, one out, Rushing at first, and you can just imagine the reaction of the family. Goosebump moment. And the pitch, that's inside and low.
And the relief on his part.
Yeah. Didn't want to disappoint him.
The toughest thing is to start with an 0 for 3, 4, 5, 6. Starts away on you.
He's on the other side of that first one. And now a 1-0 pitch to James Outman. And he'll take outside. 2-0. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. They've got 2 stolen bases at home tonight. Outman looks at a ball away. Again, a changeup. Well, the ball will be taken and authenticated. It'll be watched carefully and presented to Dalton pretty soon. And the pitch outside again, and Outman draws a 1-out walk. That pushes Rushing over to second base.
Dodgers used the walk, used the power, and all the 7 strikeouts last night. Putting the ball in play. So far, so good here also tonight. Good start.
Hesong Kim coming up. He's 1 for 1 with a stolen base and a run scored. Middle infield playing for 2. 2 on, 1 out. Dodgers up 6-2, bottom of the third. Kim waits. Alexander stretching, checking the runners. Now he comes home, and Kim goes the other way, slaps it to left for a base hit. They're going to wave Rushing home. Here comes the throw. It's offline. Rushing scores standing up. It is 7-2. An RBI base hit for Hesong Kim. And Rushing scores his second major league run, and Shohei Ohtani gives him a pat on the arm on the way by.
Got a beautiful piece of hitting right there by Kim, who today in BP was a lot of fly balls and has responded quite well here tonight. Line drive the other way, single through the right side. He is now 4 hits in the last 2 games.
Now, this is an at-bat you want to be ready for here. 2 on, 1 out. Ohtani up. He just missed a home run in the second inning, but settled for a sacrifice fly and a run batted in.
And he's going to see some cambios. Get ready.
First pitch from Alexander to Ohtani. Outside, ball 1.
This is what Shohei always has told me. Guys that throw this low, I have to be late. Thinking center field the entire time and pull it just by the reaction.
Here comes a 1-0 pitch to Ohtani. He lets it go, and it's outside, and that was a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes.
It's on Kim now. 3 for 6 of runners in scoring position in his young big league career.
Ohtani with 13 home runs. He's 1 behind Corbin Carroll of Arizona, 2 behind Kyle Schwarber. He swings and goes deep to left field. This ball is back. This ball is gone. A home run for Ohtani. His 14th. A 3-run shot. Oh, he puts on a show. Ohtani on his bobblehead night. Just hit another one as he goes to the opposite field. It is 10-2 Dodgers.
Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon. Well, Tim, it's what he's told me his entire big league career. Soft throwers, I'm going to see changeups. I have to think middle the other way, and there it was with power.
7 home runs for Ohtani in his last dozen games. He's driven in 4 tonight. He now has 26 runs batted in this season. 10-2. Dodgers up big. 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that pitch is up high. The Dodgers in the early portion of this game have taken the A's out behind the woodshed. And they're not done yet. Base is clear. 1 out. Pitch to Mookie. It's up high, ball 4. And Betts reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. 2nd time via walk.
Between Betts, Freeman, Max Muncy on base 7 times.
Scott Emerson, the pitching coach, runs out there for the Athletics. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Well, the Dodgers pouring it on here early. The Athletics have given up a lot of runs. Coming into the game, their run differential was minus 37. No, minus 34, beg your pardon. So now it's minus 42.
And the other issue is they run into in this ballpark is they like playing away from that stadium in Sacramento for a reason. The reason is they see a lot of double digits against them over there.
Yeah. Wait till the summer. Now the pitch to Freeman and a breaking ball in for a strike. The reason I say that is because the temperatures are routinely 100 degrees in Sacramento in the middle of the summer.
That wind, the wind doesn't stop either.
It's like a convection of it. That hot wind. 0-1 to Freeman. And he chases a changeup down low. 0-2 to Freddie. And Freeman is getting closer and closer to some pretty big names on the all-time doubles list. The 0-2 pitch to him. He swings. It's a high fly ball to center field. Playable over towards slight left center field. And Seth Brown will make the catch, and Freddie is out. But some of those names that he's going to catch this season. And Freddie had 518 doubles. When he gets to 522, so 4 more, he'll be tied with Johnny Damon, Garrett Anderson, and then 2 after that, he'll be tied with Ken Griffey Jr. And when he gets to 525, Ted Williams and Willie Mays.
That's some big old names right there.
I mean, that's coming up in a month or so. He's going to be up in that territory. Max Muncy, who has turned it on here in the last couple of days. 2 for 2 for Max. 3-run home run in the first inning and an RBI single in the second. And he takes up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Muncy. When you combine Betts, Freeman, and Muncy tonight, they're 5 for 6 with 2 walks. And the 3 men have reached in 7 of their 8 plate appearances. Betts at first, 2 down the pitch. And Muncy takes a healthy hack and misses. Jason Alexander offered him a fastball.
Yeah, one of the few fastballs we've seen from him.
Well, the question is now that he's ahead in the count, 1-2, does he go soft away here? And the 1-2. And he went soft with a changeup, but it was down low.
Guys that throw a lot of changeups rarely will double up on a fastball up and in against lefties. It's pretty much show you that because I want to go back to what I think is going to get you to chase. It's my changeup.
A lot of times that elevated fastball is only good for 1 punch, so you want to save that.
Here's a little surprise feature.
Here's a 2-2. And Muncy lets it go outside. And with a fastball, Muncy did not offer. Full count. Betts will take off with the pitch. First baseman backs up and does not hold Mookie here, so Mookie will get a big lead. Alexander out of the stretch, ball behind his back. Peeks over at first. Now straightens up. Glove against the letters. The pitch. And this ball is smacked foul and up into the upper deck, the top deck on the third base side.
That's pretty good plate coverage there by Max Muncy again. He's the first guy to face Alexander. Went the other way with the RBI single.
3-2. And there goes Betts, and the pitch inside the max. He walks.
My Tim, the fastball's 93. It's not like he's just a a guy that's throwing a lot of junk out there. You got to respect 93, but being able to execute that changeup better, he's got to locate better with that fastball.
Yeah, the fastball's the first one by you always.
83.
You got to be ready for it. There's Andy Pages, 2 on, 2 out. 10-2 Dodgers batting in the bottom of the third inning. Andy's 0 for 2 tonight. It's fly to right, fly to left. He swings, hits a drive to center field and deep. Going back, Brown. Brown at the track, Brown at the wall. It's gone. A 3-run home run. Andy Pages. Oh, did he put a charge into that baseball? He jumped on it and hit it out to dead center. Pages, his 8th home run of the season, and the Dodgers lead it 13-2. Holy smokes.
Andy Pages, early count, gets a breaking ball down, drives it straight to center field. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
13-2. 416 feet on the home run. 3 runs batted in, now 24 on the season for Pages. And the pitch to Conforto. He chases a changeup downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Before you and I recorded our segment here today, we were talking about being hittish.
Hitterish.
I'm like, you know what? Look at all these things here just add up to one thing. Swing the bat today.
That's actually a word in the baseball vocabulary. Hitterish.
Yeah.
It's a hitterish night. We thought it might be, and boy, has it ever been. 10 hits, and we're not finished with the third inning. 13 runs up on the board. And this ball stroked to right field. That's going to get down in the corner and bounce over the short wall for a double. Ground rule double for Michael Conforto as the Dodgers have batted around here in the third. But Conforto, his 9th double and his 4th one of the series.
And Conforto, now 5 hits in this series, and the ball continues to really come out hot out of his bat. Glad to see that.
The A's now get a right-hander starting to loosen in the bullpen. This could be a long night for their bullpen. 11 hits now for the Dodgers. And here is Dalton Rushing up for the 2nd time this inning. Earlier, he had his first major league hit. He'll remember that. And he'll remember this inning for getting to bat twice in the inning.
Make it count. Why not get 2 knocks?
0-1 pitch to Dalton Rushing. His first major league start. He takes a ball up high, a sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's got some throwback in him, too. I mean, he is a baseball rat. He loves talking baseball and history, especially Dodgers history.
1 ball, 1 strike pitch. That's up high, and it's 2-1. You don't have a lot of teams with catchers from the same college, do you?
How about that?
The Dodgers do. Both Will Smith and Dalton Rushing from Louisville. Mitch Spence is the right-hander warming for the A's. 2-1 pitch, and that's on the inside corner for a called strike. 2-2 to Rushing. Rushing recently caught Kershaw's last AAA rehab start. Hunter Fiducia was on turn, but the Dodgers wanted Rushing to catch him. They probably knew something.
You think?
I think so. Now the 2-2. Swing and a foul back. Kershaw had good words to say. He'd never thrown to Rushing in any capacity before. They got to throw, the innings in Oklahoma City. And said that he was really impressed with him.
If Kershaw says it, we believe it.
Stretching the 2-2 to Rushing. He takes strike 3. Pitch looked to be a little up, but he strikes out. Dodgers bat around. They put 7 on the board in the bottom of the 3rd. Home runs by Shohei Ohtani, a 3-run shot. Andy Pages, a 3-run shot.
Breaking news, these apply.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is shoestring catch. Do you know what it means? Shoestring catch, a running catch made near a fielder's feet, close to his shoelaces.
What a play by Sayers. He steals a hit from Acuna.
Make a shoestring catch.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
To the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Top of the 4th inning, and the Dodgers with a 13-2 lead. Shea Langeliers will lead off against Matt Sauer. Some defensive changes for the Dodgers, up by 11 runs early in the ballgame. So Sauer delivers, and Langeliers takes a strike. Miguel Rojas is in at short. Betts is out. Kike Hernandez takes over at first base. Freddie Freeman is done for the night. Chris Taylor goes out to center field. Another strike called on Langeliers. Center fielder Outman moves to right field, and Pages gets the rest of the night off. So a good opportunity for Dave Roberts to get at bats for Taylor, for Rojas, for Hernandez.
Not too soon, though.
No, you're up 11 at this point.
Not too soon.
And now the Dodgers are going to get some action going in the bullpen. Left-hander Anthony Banda is throwing. Pitch swung on, fouled away. Still 0-2 to Langeliers.
It's good to get Mookie out of his feet, though. I mean, Mookie gets out here so early and takes a zillion ground balls and goes through different drills. Not just ground balls. He's fitting 6-4-3s. He's got 4-6-3 works and things like that.
0-2 pitch to Langeliers. Bounces at the plate 1-2. Well, Betts tonight, what did he do? Scored 3 runs. He's 1 for 1 with 2 walks, a stolen base, and 3 runs scored.
And one of the biggest hits.
And he did that in 3 innings of work. So good night for Mookie. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Now the wind, the pitch. And Langeliers fouls it back and over to the right. But really, for Matt Sauer here, the object is to challenge him and just throw nothing but strikes.
Get the job done.
Just get the first out, then find a way to get the next one. Here's a 1-2. Swung on, popped up. This will be playable behind the plate for Rushing. He throws the mask away and reaches up, makes the catch. Langoliers is out. There's one down for the A's in the fourth. That's 5 in a row set down by Matt Sauer. This will bring up Lawrence Butler, the right fielder. This is the only game going on right now in Major League Baseball. Everything else final today. And Butler hits a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Backhand pick. Max Muncy, long throw to first. Kike's got it, 2 away. Max was shifted over near the shortstop position with a left-handed batter up, and he made a good play on Butler.
There's that stat about positioning and defensive runs saved. This is one of those where positioning does not allow that runner to get on.
Gio Urshela, the batter.
In the last 3 years, the Dodgers among the top teams always in defensive positioning to prevent runs.
Here's the wind by Sauer and the pitch to Urshela. That's there for a strike. Started him with a fastball. Oh, 1 pitch, and that's inside. One ball and 1 strike to Gio Urshela. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch swung on, and that is grounded just foul past first for strike 2. For the Dodgers in the bottom of the 4th inning, James Outman will lead off, and Ha-Seong Kim, then Shohei Ohtani due up. We'll expect Ohtani, the DH, to stay in the game tonight. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a foul back.
And there will be those days when Ohtani's on the mound, where days like today make you think, how much longer do I want to keep him in there? Since he's on double duty.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when he starts throwing later in the season. 1-2. That's lifted down the right field line. Long run for Outman, and right by the wall, he reaches for it and misses it. It was just out of his reach along the side wall, parallel to the right field line.
It's a nice effort by James. Of course, he's not all that familiar with that area, territory at Dodger Stadium, as he is covering center field gap to gap.
In center field, you only have 1 wall to worry about. That's the one behind you. Corner outfielders, you got more to worry about. There's a swing and a foul back.
In center field, you go line to line, side to side. You got to worry about your teammates. Make sure there's no collision.
A ball and 2 strikes to Urshela. Pitch swung on a ground ball to second. Running to his glove side is Kim. Sets his feet. Little sidearm toss to first base. And a clean inning for Matt Sauer as he gets through 4 innings as the opener.
Available and app only.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
back to the Boys in Blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 13-2. And James Outman will lead off, facing Jason Alexander still. Outman has moved to right field. And he swings the first pitch and hits it a long way foul out of play down the left side. Strike one to Outman. A message from California Public Health. Teens, you can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org. Next pitch inside to Outman. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now, this winter, James worked at a hitting lab in Atlanta called Maven. Spent a lot of time there working on trying to flatten out his swing some.
Question is, has he stayed with that approach since then?
And a 2-1. He swings and fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes to James Outman. Outman and then Ha-Seong Kim and then Ohtani. He's got his helmet on down there and standing on the dugout steps. I don't think he's going to miss an opportunity to get some at-bats tonight.
No.
He's done damage already with a 3-run home run and a sacrifice fly. Now Outman cues it down the third base line, and it's called foul by Stu Sherwater.
You know, Tim, it's one of those things that Mike Scioscia battled with Ohtani and the Angels was, how long do I keep him there and convince him that it is to get him off his leg because he's pitching in a couple of days. And the answer was always just let me play the game from Shohei.
2-2, and Outman pops it up third base side. Foul ground or Shella chasing, and he might have a little room. He does. It comes back to him. He makes the catch, and Outman is out. 1 away.
Yeah, so if it's up to Shohei, he's not even looking at the score. He said, I got to just finish the game.
Just finish the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be a challenge, and you know, Dave Roberts hasn't had that challenge yet, managing Shohei doing both.
That's why I bring it up, because I lived it. I saw it.
You were right there. So Ha-Seong Kim, the batter, he's got 2 hits tonight. 1 run batted in, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. His last base hit that drove in a run in the 3rd inning. Really nicely done. He just kind of paddled it to left field. 1 ball, no strikes to Kim. And that's outside.
I was watching on BP today. I'm going, there's a lot of fly balls being hit. What is going on? It's not your game. Well, he shut me up very quickly today. Ground ball to the right, ground ball left field. Yep. That's his game.
He's spraying the baseball tonight. 2-0. And he lets a strike go by. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And I really think the more you see his swing, how compact it is, and how the ball jumps up his bat as a big leaguer, there's 15 to 20 there with that bat as he matures and plays every day.
And a 2-1. That's up high. And it's now 3-1 to Ha-Seong Kim.
Now, I would sacrifice that for 10 home runs, maybe 8 home runs, and just get the average up and hit the ball on the ground. Nothing wrong with that. In this lineup, you don't need to hit home runs.
Well, that one a little inside. That's ball 4.
So come to Dodger Stadium for Will Smith bobblehead night, May 21st against the Diamondbacks. The first 40,000 fans will take home the last out title clinching strikeout bobblehead presented by Spectrum. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
So Ohtani coming up. 4th plate appearance for him. He's had 1 each inning. Homered his last time up, and he takes outside ball 1. Alexander trying to stay away from him. Yeah, Mitch Spence was throwing last inning for the Athletics, but he sat down. Mark Kotsay just giving the ball to Alexander here. The score the way it is. Pitch down low. A sweeper, and it's 2-0 to Ohtani.
Alexander came into this inning already with 48 pitches in relief.
The stretch and the 2-0 pitch. And that is a strike at the knees on the outside corner. Now the 2-1, and that's inside, and Shohei has to back up. 3 balls and a strike. 1 out, Kim the runner at first, and up 11 runs. Kim's not going to run here. He's going to stay put, and the Dodgers will play station to station on the bases when they can. Here's a 3-1 pitch. And Ohtani just hammers one to center field. It is back. It is gone. His second home run of the night. Shohei Ohtani getting it done with a home run to center field. It is 15-2. And for Shohei Ohtani, he has just tied the Phillies' Kyle Schwarber for the National League lead in home runs.
Say sayonara again for Shohei Ohtani. Daniel's Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Ohtani with 6 runs batted in tonight. And Miguel Rojas, the batter.
On a night where he started off with a strikeout, chasing pitches out of the zone. He's toned it down.
Oh, he's amazing.
Oh, especially on bobblehead. Does he know his bobblehead now?
He does. That's the 20th time in Ohtani's career that he has had a multi-home run game. You know, none more impressive than the one he had on the 19th of September in Miami on that fateful Thursday afternoon where he reached the 50-50 mark, and the bobblehead tonight commemorating that. But he's still going to have at-bats tonight, too. He could still have a monster night like he did then.
We will never forget that 6 for 6, 10 RBIs.
No, that 6 for 6 game, huh? I asked Mo about what game was better that he saw. The Rennie Stennett 7 for 7 game for the Pirates against the Cubs, because Rick was with the Cubs then. And foul ball into the Dodger dugout. Ball and 2 strikes now. By the way, 418 feet on the home run for Ohtani. And I said, which one was better? He said the Ohtani one. He said because, you know, Rennie Stennett had a bunch of singles. Going 7 for 7. There's a ground ball left side, backhanded in the hole by Jacob Wilson. Long and accurate throw to first. Gets Rojas, and there are 2 down for the Dodgers in the 4th.
I mean, Shohei's driving the baseball. And in the same game, creating even more excitement with the stolen bases. And goes 6 for 6.
Kike Hernandez, first plate appearance of the ballgame, hitting .222. Last 16 games, he's been very good, .361. First pitch from Alexander outside. Mitch Spence is back up in the bullpen for the A's. Anthony Banda continues to throw for the Dodgers. He'll come in the 5th. All in all, Matt Sauer, very good start tonight. Pitch inside to Kike.
Yeah, first major league start. He gets 15 runs to support him.
So his run support average is going to go through the roof.
It's going to be real good. Even though 4 innings does not qualify him for a win. So what?
And pitch on the way to Kike, and that's up high. This is the second time this year the Dodgers have scored 15 runs in a game. First time was not very long ago. It was in Miami on the 29th. It was here on the 29th. Those series were so close together. But, yeah, it was here when the Dodgers won 15-2 over the Marlins.
By the way, Jason Alexander's ERA is up to 19.06.
He's getting up in Miguel Rojas territory.
And Miggy got some company soon.
3-1 pitch to Hernandez. And Kike takes a strike. He thought it was ball 4. He dropped the bat. And he apologizes to the home plate umpire and asks for timeout. You know, in the not too recent past, something like that would happen. That strike zone would get a little wider for the next pitch.
You better be covering. You better be swinging next pitch.
So here's Alexander's 3-2. And Kike hits a ground ball slowly toward the middle. It is grabbed by Schumann, the second baseman on the opposite side of the bag, throws to first, and Kike is out. So the Dodgers pick up 2 more on Shohei Ohtani's second home run of the game. And after 4 full innings at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 15, the 8.
Breaking news.
Are you facing the challenges of cancer? At Kotsay Oncology, we understand your journey. With over 65 years of experience, we help you conquer cancer closer to home. Using innovative genetic tests, Kotsay Oncology provides personalized cancer treatments in Sierra Vista. The first in Arizona, our state-of-the-art Radixact treats your cancer with pinpoint radiation. Kotsay Oncology, where cancer meets compassion. Healing begins here.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns,
Perfect balance.
boom, interviews with the players,
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
and a little bit
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
of everything else.
Come on.
The Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Pitcher on for the Athletics as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 15-2, Dodgers in front. It is right-hander Mitch Spence to face Max Muncy. Muncy has homered, driven in a run with a base hit, and walked and scored. In fact, that home run that Muncy hit in the first inning was his 193rd as a Dodger, and he moved into 8th place all-time in Dodger history, passing Carl Furillo on the all-time list. Pitch inside. Next up for him, Matt Kemp, 7th all-time with 203 home runs. So Muncy just behind him now.
Longevity with his uniform.
He's got to get 10 more to catch Matt Kemp. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Muncy. And he takes a strike from Spence.
Let's go with Muncy in his career cycle. How many games has he played in the postseason because of where he is?
A lot.
A lot of October games.
And a 2-1 pitch to Muncy. And he takes in the dirt. Muncy started the save of the game. The save of the game is brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye, grass. Hello, rebates. Be waterwise.com. There's the around the horn ending double play that Max started. And he swings, hits a high fly ball to center. Seth Brown comes in a few steps. He makes the catch. And Muncy is out to start the bottom of the 5th.
So there's times, Tim, when we can get a little caught up in the numbers when he has not done or desperation spreading his own. But there's a fit in the clubhouse, in the culture, and Max Muncy hasn't been a perfect fit for the organization. In fact, Max Muncy did not get one single base hit in the World Series, and nobody remembers that. But he's got a ring.
They do. They remember it now.
Right.
Well, that you mentioned
I just mentioned it, so go look it up. That's why it's not all about.
Yeah, but he was a.
What did you do and when you win, nobody cares what you hit.
He was a contributor. They were all pulling on the same end of the rope. Chris Taylor pops one up on the infield, left side. Urshela, the third baseman, comes in on the infield grass. He makes the catch, and there are 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. So with Mitch Spence in the game, another pitching change, and this one brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Michael Conforto Left fielder facing Spence. He swings and misses at the first offering. Conforto 1 for 3 with a double. Texas Rangers beat Houston 1-0 earlier today. A tightly contested AL West here in mid-May. Strike call to Conforto.
I was talking to Mark Kotsay about that in the Brett Boone hiring from Texas as a hitting coach.
Well, Texas moves to within a half game of Seattle for the division lead, while Houston drops to 1.5 out with the loss. And the Athletics are 1.5 out to start the day. Seattle is idle today, so chances are good they're going to drop back to 2, you think?
Yeah, Athletics are in a good spot. You think they're going to drop tonight?
I think so. Yeah. And the pitch, and Conforto waves and misses. He strikes out. Spence has a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 15, A's 2.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, like he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, just bring some hardware back for that organization. Like I said, it's not, it's individual award, but definitely can't do this without my teammates, my coaches, the fans.
That's Mike Trout after receiving the 3rd AL MVP award of his career. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
For the Dodgers as we start the top of the 6th inning. 15-2 the Dodgers lead. It is Justin Robleski who was just recalled today. J.P. Feyereisen was optioned back to AAA. But Robleski back here in the big leagues facing Tyler Soderstrom. And he deals him ball 1.
Great opportunity to go out there and eat up some innings and fix some things that just were not right last time out here.
Swinging a ground ball to second, charged by Kim. Little toss to first base and plenty of time to get Soderstrom. 1 away in the A's 6th. Oh, what a night so far. Dalton Rushing's major league debut. He's got his first major league knock. Shohei Ohtani with his 20th career multi-home run game. Max Muncy moves into 8th all-time by himself in terms of all-time home runs for the Dodgers. It's 193rd. And Freddie Freeman playing in his 500th game for the Dodgers tonight. And Freddie left the game. What do you do? 2 for 3? Yeah, 2 for 3 for Freeman. And a run scored, 2 singles. 1 ball, 1 strike to Seth Brown. Robleski pitches a strike. It's a sinker over, and it's 1-2.
Only 1 appearance before this one. That was in Washington on April 8th. 8 earned runs, 2 home runs in 5 innings.
And the pitch. It is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And he had a terrific spring. I mean, you were there every day. He was on fire.
Yeah, he really stood out.
Pitch, just put away pitch. Wipe out breaking balls.
He kicks and deals. And the pitch fouled back. Jose, got your glove? That's a little low. Bring your glove to the ballpark.
As they do in Japan. Well, actually, you don't bring the glove to the ballpark. There's a section with helmets and gloves down farther down the line.
2-2 foul back.
So after the game, you leave the glove, you leave the helmet there. And that's where I met my friends Seiko and Yosuke that visited us here today.
Yeah, they visited. Gave me a great gift. It was unexpected and very nice of them. Very traditional gift. Yeah, swing and a miss, and out on strikes now is Seth Brown. First strikeout for Robleski. Got it on a slider, and there were 2 away.
There it was. It's what we saw pretty much all spring, that finish.
Brent Rooker coming up. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Rooker with a swinging bunt right out in front of home plate. It is grabbed and thrown down to first base. And Rooker is out. And Robleski.
And we're back, folks. It looks like Jim from sales just got in from his client lunch, and he's gotten receipts.
His next meeting is in 2 minutes. The team is asking, can he get through his expenses in that time?
He's going for it. Is that his phone? He's snapping a pic. He's texting Ramp.
Jim is fast, but this is unheard of.
That's it. He's done it. It's unbelievable.
On Ramp, expenses are faster than ever. Just submit them with a text. Switch your business to ramp.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth. For a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Rushing swings and misses. Mitch Spence still out there throwing for the A's. Dodgers with 3 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. First 0 was hung in the fifth. And Rushing hits a high fly ball back a third, shallow left, backpedaling Urshela. Still backpedaling, reaches up, makes the catch, and Rushing is out. He's 1 for 3. It's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. James Outman coming up now. Another game today in Baltimore. The Orioles are in a bad way right now. 15-27 after being shut out at home by the Minnesota Twins, who are absolutely red hot. It was a 4-0 final. Pitch fouled away. The Twins have now won 11 straight.
And how much have they gained?
Not much. If you look at the American League Central Division standings, they're still in 4th place.
You win 11 in a row, but you're still in 4th place.
Well, they've moved up to 5 games out. So they're behind Kansas City, Cleveland, and Detroit still after winning 11 straight. James Outman hits a high fly ball to center field. This one headed back toward the wall. This one is gone. It's a home run for Outman, his 2nd of the season. Once around the park, James. 16-2 Dodgers.
Has 2 home runs this year, both to center field for Outman. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
It's a season high in runs scored now for the Dodgers with 16. And the pitch inside to Kim.
That was impressive. That was some serious hang time.
Exactly 400 feet, the distance of the home run. 1-0 pitch, and that is down and away. James was telling me yesterday, we were talking about his home run in Miami. He said, I hope I can get another one soon. He didn't have to wait long. 2-0. And Kim takes a strike on the inside corner. Ohtani's on deck.
Good for James to get into the act. That ball hung for 6 seconds. 33-degree launch angle.
And a 2-1. It's tapped foul right off his foot.
I'll make sure I don't share that with Mark Kotsay.
Okay. A 6-second hang time, not a bad punt. So the Dodgers with 5 home runs tonight. That's also a season high. They had 4 last night, so 9 home runs over their last 2 games. And they're not yet done here. We're only in the 6th inning.
Every Dodger that has walked has scored tonight. 6 walks, they have all come home.
Every Dodger starter has at least a hit. 16-2. Now the 2-2. And Kim watches it sail outside. Full count, 3-2.
Sometimes the biggest challenge in a game like this is don't throw away at bats. Keep the same focus, intensity, all the work you put in. Don't waste at bats.
Now the 3-2. Outside ball 4, and Kim is aboard again. Second time he's drawn a walk. He's been on base 4 times. It's Shohei Ohtani. He is feeling good. He has just 1 career 3 home run game, and we were there in Miami last year for it. The 50-50 game. He's got 2 tonight. Facing Mitch Spence in the bottom of the 6th inning. Spence stretching, set at the belt. Pitch to Ohtani coming. And it is pulled foul. Chance of MVP starting to echo around Dodger Stadium. The A's not bothering to hold on Kim. He's not going anywhere with a 14-run lead. Now an 0-1 pitch to Ohtani. He swings, hits a ground ball to the right side. That is picked up by Schumann. He goes to second for 1. They'll not get Ohtani. Too quick down the line. So force out goes 4-6 in the middle.
At one point, it appeared like Schumann was going to go to first base.
Thought so too, because the ball kind of took him that way.
Yeah. All of a sudden, he turns around and fires away and gets the lead man.
What would you have done there?
Go the easy way. It's easy to get through that ball away and prolong the agony.
And Miguel Rojas takes a strike.
Now, in a close ball game, you take your chance. You try to get the lead man. Nonetheless, a good play.
Ohtani at first, 2 outs, and the 0-1 to Rojas. And he swings and misses. Nothing in 1. Shohei, by the way, now has 22 career home runs against the A's. That's the most home runs against any single opponent. He came into the game hitting the most against the Rangers. He's got 21 against Texas. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a little tapper to the right side of the infield. Picked up by Kurtz. Long toss to the pitcher Spence covering. And that'll retire the side. Dodgers get a run on the home run by James Outman. They will leave a man, and after 6 full.
Break doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today. And live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Huge news. Right now at Wendy's, you can get a Son of Baconator for just $3. I don't think you understand this situation. The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich melted cheese. That Son of Baconator is only $3. Thank you to whoever wished upon that star. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii, not valid on a combo or on third-party delivery platforms.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Justin Robleski back out there to start the top of the 7th inning. 16-2, Dodgers with the lead. Shea Langoliers, the catcher, goes the opposite way. Drops in a base hit to right field. Both of his hits tonight, 2 for 3. Both of them have gone to right field. And this will bring up Lawrence Butler. Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com.
Robleski only 10 pitches in his first inning of work, 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. And he's coming up from Loudoun, Tim, where he went 7 innings. May 10th, 1 earned run. Last 2 starts in AAA, 3 earned runs in 13 innings. So tonight, he could be the guy that just takes care all the way to the finish line, hopefully.
You've got to figure that the plan would be to have him go the rest of the way. Swinging a foul back by Butler. It's 0-2.
Dustin May tomorrow. He's coming up for a long outing himself, too. He was not happy to come out of that game in Arizona.
Well, the other thing, too, Robleski can pitch for a win here tonight. And Butler is out on strikes. He took strike 3 right down the middle of fastball. Bonda pitched an inning. He pitched the 5th. He was effective. But if Robleski is effective, it'll be up to the scorer's discretion, right?
Exactly.
So Robleski, if he finishes the game, would pitch 4 innings, and I would think he would get the win.
I will be in tune with that.
Matt Sauer not qualified, only 4 innings, but he had 4 very good innings.
I'm glad he got himself straightened out. He got squeezed a lot first.
So he's going to catch a couple days a week. That's pretty much the plan right now for him. There's a ground ball sharply hit to short. Rojas has it. He goes to second one. Kim the turn. That's a double play. 6-4 to 3. It's the second double play that the A's.
Worried about what ingredients are hiding in your groceries? Let us take the guesswork out. We're Thrive Market, the online grocery store with the highest quality standards in the industry. We restrict 1,000 plus ingredients, so you can trust that you'll only find the best high quality, organic, and sustainable brands, all free of the junk. With savings up to 30% off and fast carbon neutral shipping, you get top trusted groceries at your door, and you can stop worrying about what your kids get their hands on. Start shopping at thrivemarket.com/get started for 30% off your first order and a free gift.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
You know, just bring some
Blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
7th inning, and Kike Hernandez leads off against Mitch Spence. Not exactly a nail-biter tonight. Dodgers with a 16-2 lead. Bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers looking for win number 29 tonight.
And number 17 at home. Best in baseball.
Yeah, best home record in baseball.
Slugging at home coming into tonight, 507.
A swing and a miss by Kike.
Look for that to shoot straight up.
Dodgers have the best home batting average, too, in baseball, 288. That was coming into the game. I'm sure it's gone up after they banged out 13 hits tonight. And an 0-2 pitch. And Kike couldn't hold up. And he strikes out. PK out on strikes.
The Yankees will come to Dodger Stadium for a 3-game series beginning Friday, May 30th. Get your tickets for the historic rivalry today at Dodgers.com/tickets. Here comes the Yankees.
Yankees and Dodgers have had some good games in the past. That's an understatement. They've had some classics. Now Muncy rips it through the whole right side, a base hit. His third hit of the ball game. He attacked the first pitch. It was a cutter down the middle.
The swing looks so much under control now. It's flatter, it's firmer, it's more decisive on swinging early on good pitches.
And this is the Max Muncy that everybody wants to see, including Max, especially Max.
And he actually admitted it's been a tough month and a half for he and his family. The things that have been going on around home plate.
Well, you know, it can be a tough game, not just physically, but mentally, too.
Oh, mentally draining.
That's a hard game. If it was easy, everybody'd do it. 1-0, and Taylor swings and pops it up back at second base. Schumann and Wilson calling for it, and Wilson gives way to Schumann, who makes the catch. 2 down. When you think about all the players in the history of Major League Baseball, you're talking about like 25,000 players. It wouldn't even fill half of Dodger Stadium. For all the players over all the years that played Major League Baseball, wouldn't even fill half the stadium.
That's a century, a full century of baseball, plus.
Michael Conforto at the plate. He's doubled tonight.
And then you think about the class of Hall of Famers.
And then not only to get to the big leagues, but to be really good at it. The Hall of Fame is just a wonderful place to go, by the way, if you've never been. 1-0 pitch ripped foul.
Well, first time I went to the Hall of Fame was I was in the New York Penn League.
Oh, yeah, so you're probably close by.
Playing for Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
In our trip to Oneonta, where the Yankees were. Day trip to
got to go to Cooperstown.
Yep.
New York Penn League, fun league.
Yes, it was.
Here's a 1-ball, 1-strike count, and a swing and a foul back. I remember Utica. Remember playing in Utica?
Utica, yes.
It had the
Jamestown.
The right field in Utica was 289.
I couldn't even go deep there.
And you know who owned the team?
Utica.
It was Morgana, the kissing bandit.
That's right.
She owned the Utica Blue Sox.
That's right.
It was 289 to right, 350 to left.
I saw Morgana.
Not exactly symmetric.
A few appearances here.
Yep.
First time I saw it was Steve Garvey.
Now a 1-2 pitch. It is hit in the air down the left field line. Racing over toward it is Soderstrom. Soderstrom right where the grass and the track meet, make the catch. And that's the third out of the bottom of the 7th inning. We head to the 8th. It's the Dodgers.
Breaking news, and this one app only. When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our boneless half-pork loin or bone-in pork shoulder roast for $1.99 a pound. Or score 18-ounce packs of fresh blueberries for just $2.99 each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store or online at Safeway.com.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection, because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
World champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Johnny Peralta, the backup catcher for the A's, is out. Position player pitching now in the 8th inning. He lobs one inside to Dalton Rushing. 16-2 Dodgers lead. Mark Kotsay and the A's don't want to use any more pitchers, so Peralta comes on for the 3rd time this year for the Athletics. It's his 4th career appearance. He had one last year when he was with Miami, and he pitched a 1/3 of an inning that was scoreless. Hasn't been that way for him this year. He's given up 4 earned runs, and Rushing hits one off the glove of the first baseman Kurtz. Throw to first with the pitcher covering, and Rushing beats it out. And he smoked that ball down to Kurtz at first, who had to come off his position to make the play. And that'll be a base hit for Rushing. That's his 2nd major league hit.
Ball was smoked. In fact, Kurtz saved himself an error. Has not been an error yet. And a ball that perhaps could have made that play. Should have made that play.
Well, Peralta leaning in. Now he'll go into the stretch. Rushing leads at first. Pitch to Outman. He swings, and he's going to drop this one into left center field for a base hit. And Rushing stops at second base. Kim coming to the plate. You know who is on deck. Shohei Ohtani.
Join us for the Vince Scully bobblehead night Monday when the D-backs are here at 7:10 p.m. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a Vince Scully bobblehead presented by 76. Celebrate the legendary voice of baseball and own a piece of Dodgers history. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Here's the first pitch to Ha-Seong Kim. And he'll take low ball 1.
Not a bad night for Rushing behind the plate. Did a good job calling the game.
Couple of hits.
Got his walk. Couple of runs scored.
Good showing. Good first impression. 1-0 pitch to Kim. It's outside 2-0. Peralta this year with an ERA of 18 coming in. It's still at 18. See if it changes. He's given up again 4 earned runs on 5, 6, now 7 hits. And Kim takes a strike.
He threw the pitch and he started backpedaling.
Well, yeah, he was getting ready to field it. It was a curveball.
Please don't hit it this way.
Now the 2-1. And Kim very late on a slider. And Peralta stepped toward third base and kind of crossfired on that pitch. And he's shaking his head up and down, yes, in the affirmative. Now he throws home, and he throws a hard one, and Kim fouls it back. That was 87. He was trying to sneak one by him.
Young man, don't give the A's any ideas. Stay at 65. You're still a catcher.
2-2 pitch to Ha-Seong Kim. And he swings and fouls it back. That pitch was way up and out of the zone.
That was 85. I saw Peralta take BP today. That's light power for that young catcher.
So he's ready to go in a 2-2. Lobs it in there, and this one is squirted down the left field side. That ball is going to drop in fair, and it bounces over the sidewall out of play for a double. Rushing will come around to score. It is 17-2. Outman stops at third, and Kim has a 3-hit game. That'll be a double and an RBI for Ha-Seong Kim.
How about for Rushing? 3-run score, a couple of hits, and a walk.
Here's an 0-1 pitch. And Ohtani lets it go outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I don't blame Peralta. He's taking steps backwards. To me, that's always the biggest fear of position players pitching. A comebacker.
1-1. Ohtani swings, fouls it back. It's ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th inning. 17-2. 2 men in scoring position. Nobody out. And Ohtani awaits the 1-2 from Johnny Peralta. Here it comes. And he swings and he pops it up foul over the third base dugout and into the seats.
And Peralta's going to end up at second base one of these pitches.
Yes.
Or falling and tripping on the back end of that slope.
Outman way off of third. Kim way off of second. Here is the 1-2 pitch. And Ohtani strikes out on a high fastball at 89.
Well.
And did you see that?
Yes.
Ohtani just handed his bat to Miguel Rojas. And Rojas is going to use Ohtani's bat.
How about Pereira in that moment for him?
Well, that's one he'll remember.
He went upstairs on Shohei. Got him to chase.
Well, tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Pitch outside to Miguel Rojas.
By the way, they saved that baseball for him.
They should have.
Well, they did. Throw it out there.
That's one for the shelf right there. Now a 1-0 pitch. And this one lined to right field. That's a base hit. Outman comes in to score. They'll hold Kim. I think under normal circumstances, Kim would have been sent on that. But again, going to station here, it's now 18-2. That's tied the most number of runs the A's have given up in a single game this year. Rojas with a run batted in.
He does the Shohei bat. Got the magic wand. He goes the other way. Beautiful placement on that line drive the other way.
Kike Hernandez without a hit. And he looks at one down and away. 1 out, 2 on. A 1-0 pitch. Again, it's outside. He's throwing it so slow, it's registering as a changeup on the computer.
I'm telling you, Paredes' face expression like, let's just get this over with.
2-0 pitch. He lobs one in there. It's high. And you can almost tell on home plate umpire Dan Merzel's body language, like, come on. Throw a strike.
He wanted that pitch. Paredes did.
3-0 to Kike. And that's outside ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers.
Paredes wants this just to be over and be in that dugout. Be done with it.
And the beat goes on. Now here's Max Muncy. It's the first 3-hit game since he's had since the 5th of April against the Phillies in Philadelphia. And he's just looking for one he can drive. Muncy with a home run in the first. Single and a run batted in the second. Base hit his last time up, and he swings and fouls it off to the left. One ball, one strike to Muncy.
The Dodgers still looking for their first Grand Slam.
Do not have one as a team. Still don't. This one's popped up. Foul grounder. Urshela will chase, and it'll just go over the netting and bounce off the top of the Dodger dugout. One ball and 2 strikes. You think Rick Monday's missing this game tonight?
Nope.
1-2. And that's up high. He's sitting somewhere in Florida right now laughing at you.
Hey, Rick.
Saying thanks, Jose.
Thanks for allowing me to tell some stories here from your seat.
2-2. This one's hit high in the air to center field and playable. Kim's going to tag at third. It's caught by Brown. Kim comes home. And the Dodgers now with 19 runs on the board, extending their season high in a single game. 2 men out. 19-2. Kotsay with a sacrifice fly, and he's got 5 runs batted in tonight.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
Now Chris Taylor looking for a hit. Rojas at second base. Kike Hernandez at first. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. The pitch. And that is ball 1 up to Chris Taylor. Taylor's popped up to third, popped up to second. Out of the stretch. And the pitch, and Taylor fouls it off to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 Dodgers tonight with multiple hits in the game.
Between Ohtani and Muncy have driven in 10 runs.
It's not bad. Kim's driven in 2 tonight. Scored 4 of them. He's 5 for his last 5 with 2 walks. Pitch inside to Taylor. 31 pitches for the backup catcher, Johnny Pereira. And the next offer, a ground ball hit to short. A couple of steps to his right, and the throw to third base by Wilson, and safe at third is Rojas.
A miscommunication there. And in fact, Urshela should have been going back to the base, to the bag, because Wilson does a smart play and goes the short way.
The A's want to challenge this.
The Athletics are challenging the safe call at third base.
The fan reaction is, hey guys, it's 19-2, but the A's have to play it out, so
they want the last out.
You got to understand.
Yeah, of course. It's a confusing play for Urshela, who does not go to the bag early enough, but for Wilson's a good play. He figures my only play right now is going to be the short throw.
Yeah, the A's have not left the field yet. They're starting to.
Return. Runners out. Athletics retain.
So it will be a force out, 6-5, and we'll go to the 9th inning. And Taylor reaches on a fielder's choice. Dodgers add 3 more on 4 hits.
Breaking news coming in. When you shop Safeway.com or in the app, you'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop our boneless half-pork loin or bone-in pork shoulder roast for $1.99 a pound. Or score 18-ounce packs of fresh blueberries for just $2.99 each. These offers change each week, so don't miss out. Download the app for your deals today. Shop Safeway in-store.